afternoon, well met, adventurers. It's time for another episode of High Rollers. You know who's ready? Rhiannon's ready.
So ready.
Look how ready she is.
So ready.
We've got Rhiannon, we've got Chris Trott, we've got Kim,
Hello.
and on the other side, oh, look at him, he's doing a little dance for you. It's Tommy Boy
I'm ready
and
now.
Katie. Very red today, Katie, extra red.
Fresh orangey reddish, also Halloween now.
Halloween.
Ween.
And of course, I am your Games Master, Barra, Sherlock Cubes, your Games Master. Welcome, everybody. We've got a fun one prepped for you today. We've got a couple of exciting things to talk about as well.
Right. Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Always a pleasure. Lovely to see you. So we jump into announcements.
Yeah.
I'm going to. Shall we do VT or throw it to you first, Katie?
Do VT, fuck it.
Let's run that VT. What?
Wait, what?
That's right, and it's an Aroas Miniatures collection. Tom, the one who told us to be quiet when the VT was rolling.
I don't think they could hear me. That's okay.
Well, let's hope not.
I hope not.
Yeah, that's right. So basically, we are doing a big Aroas merch collection, and as part of that, thanks to our friends at My Mini Factory and Only Games, we're doing the Aroas Miniature set.
That's right.
Now,
These are the originally sculpted ones that
Official.
we used
Yes.
for that campaign.
From
so they are
episode 1.
from
Yeah,
episode 1.
that's
So
true.
they're one to one.
Here.
They are on the
They're on the
table.
table
have the
here.
original painted
Look at
ones.
that.
Right, they look amazing.
So you can buy these now. A big thing I want to clarify on this, it does say this on the webpage, they do not come with bases. So unlike the Altheya miniatures, which had custom sculpted bases to go with them, these ones you see here, we're just using plain Warhammer bases. The miniatures themselves, if you buy them, do not come with a base. You can get cheap bases online for pennies.
Yeah.
Like literally, you can grab a base really cheap. But just to make that 100% extra clear, the box does not come with a base, so please don't panic if you get your mini and it doesn't have a base.
Yep.
Just want to be 100% clear on that. But amazing stuff. Yeah, these are the original ones. And yeah, they're beautifully done and
well
now
done.
available via My Mini Factory and Only Games.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think the only modification that's been made is Quill's legs are thicker, so he will not break constantly like mine did.
He had little chicken
Um,
legs.
Yes, his tiny
gone to
chicken
the
legs.
gym.
He's
The
got to
amount
gym.
of times we had to glue Quill back together, but that should not be an issue for
Sorry,
this one.
we?
No, not I. Wow, I just took the praise for all of that.
My dungeon
But
master.
that is not all. Not only can you pick up these not brand new, I suppose, but brand new for you, brand new miniatures, Katie's going to tell you about the Aroas merch collection.
Hello. We have merch. We have had lots of merch in the past.
wacky
for Aroas.
inflatable
He's
Tom.
doing a wacky whirling inflatable tube. Oh, okay.
Oh, there's two of them. There's two. That's a little distracting.
Keep going. You got to do the thing. They'll keep going for ages if you don't.
I'm not going to do it.
Sunday.
Sunday. So
I got
we
dizzy.
I got really dizzy.
We have a little limited collection up for he died for Aroas merch that you might have missed over the years.
actually died?
Basically.
Shut up.
We'd keep going. We'd literally keep going.
So we've got the Aroas logo shirt. We've got some Storm Chaser long sleeve shirt. We've got
Clear
I'm a Delight,
Skies.
Clear Skies, Oath of the Ancients. We've got Atlas Academy. We've got all of those character ones.
Starbane mug.
Starbane mug is
Stickers.
back. Kim is wearing the Barbarian long sleeve. They're all back for a limited time. And then there is also some little sticker packs of the little chibi characters that you can get. And there's a little bundle. So our Aroas stickers now. We've got our Altheya ones that you might have seen. We've got Aroas ones now. So enjoy.
Limited time, limited collection.
Limited
So
time.
if you'd like to pick up some Aroas merch to celebrate the wonders that was the Aroas campaign, you know it, we love it.
We love it.
Grab some merch to celebrate, and pick up the Aroas minis while you're at it as well.
Get it all.
Get it all.
Tis the season.
Tis the season.
It's getting
Treat
close to gifting
yourself.
season as well, so if
Ween.
you want to get out in those gifts.
Ween.
It treats the winter blues as well, with a little bit of
I
consumerism.
love
Barbarian.
nothing better than spending money to make myself feel better. Right, amazing. Thank you so much, Katie, for sorting out all that Rose merch. Thank you, team. Excellent job, Tom, on the
Tom
corner
and
reels.
Trot for doing all the fancy video, and Kim for organising some of the website.
Oh God.
All part of the job, mate.
It's just a day-to-day.
Great job all round. Last call. This is going to be pretty much the last call for the Bristol live show. There are still a few tickets left. If you'd like to come and join us on Halloween for our live show here in Bristol at St George's, we're going to be joined by the amazing Longest Johns. They're going to be playing it. It's going to be a little spooky ghost story sort of adventure. Going to be some costumes. There's going to be some fun. Come and join us. That is happening very soon. So yeah, if you haven't got your ticket now, this is going to probably be your last chance to go and grab one.
Not going to be recorded, friends. I'm so sorry.
Recorded. So
this
if
is
you want to
your
see
chance.
it, come and see it.
There's going to be so many cool in-jokes and
Yeah,
stuff.
I
Everyone's
know.
like, oh, you had to be there.
Yeah, to be there.
And also, again, it's too late. All of the tickets, Saturday tickets are gone, weekend tickets are gone. But those of you who are going to MCM this weekend, we will see you there.
Wait to see you.
This weekend.
It's going to be a few of us. So in addition to all the stuff on Saturday happening, so we've got our meet and greet and we've got the live show. On the Friday, a handful of us may be around on the Roll and Play Press booth as well. I know I'm going to be there, but we might have a couple more people depending on who can
We're
get there
going
in
to be
time.
mooching around on
Gonna be
Friday.
mooching around.
If you see us, say hi.
But if you'd like to definitely try and find us, Roll and Play Press booth. They've got their tavern back.
Very cool.
Very
Come and check out there. We will.
good.
A few of us will be there between 12 and 2. I'm almost certain.
We got people we want to see.
We got plans.
Hang on. Let me just finish. And then on Sunday, it's not been advertised yet because we're still sorting it out, but I'm going to be doing a panel with Jasper Cartwright and also Will from D&D Shorts, if you know D&D Shorts from YouTube as well,
Nice.
and also Sam from Roll and Play Press. We're going to be doing like a big GM's
lovely.
panel
Aw.
on the Sunday as well. So if you're around on Sunday, come and join us for that. Now you may speak.
I can tell you who else is going to be there. Steph and the Geeky Clean team.
Nice.
Stephanie,
With
the
the
team.
full High Rollers range.
Probably the Harpscore guys will be there as well.
Yeah,
Harpscore
they're
are
gonna
also
be there.
going to be there.
Yeah.
Please say hi to Geeky Clean and Harpscore because
Yeah.
they are both such lovely teams. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Go get stuff.
we're selling prints.
Yes,
We
so
do
at
have
our
square
meet and
sales,
greet,
yeah.
you'll be able to buy our live show print.
When's our meet and greet?
The meet and greet is 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. with a short break in the middle. And then the live show is at 4 p.m. on the Capitol stage. But I think the seating is all booked out, but if you line up, you may still be able to get in if there are
squeeze
any
in.
no-shows. So.
Yeah, they sometimes are. Like, they'll set up a line because people reserve and then forget things.
I've had a lot of people from around the industry, friends of ours, people who are influencers of D&D. They've
McKellen.
messaged. Ian McKellen sent me a personal message. Mark, I'm going to be there. You shall not. You shall not miss out on this live panel. But no,
It's my
Thanks,
mate
Ian.
Carl Urban, who I'm hanging out next to on the guest
Oh
page on
yeah,
the website.
Carl Urban. Yeah, he's gonna come by.
Front row.
Did you get a message from Jason Griffith, perchance? The voice of Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's what you two are.
I'll make you eat those words.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Rhea fucking hyped, dude. We're going.
I don't doubt that you actually will. as
Yeah,
well.
we will. We are.
Right,
Yeah.
but last thing on that.
You can see us there.
You guys are gonna get thrown out.
Last thing on that, there will be an episode next week. So there will be a normal High Rollers next week. Also, if you're at the live show at MCM or if you watch the episode on Sunday, big announcement. Genuinely, I don't use that lightly. Probably one of the biggest announcements we've done. I am very nervous, but also very excited.
Yes,
But yeah, check that out. It's going to be live episode, normal episode next week, but big announcement. Come and check that out.
You simply don't want to
You
miss
simply
it.
don't want to miss it. That is all I can think of, friends. Is there anything else I have missed that you would like to mention?
Nah, fam.
Nah.
I can't think
Consume
of-
merch. For real, for real, for real.
Consume merch with your mouth.
Yeah.
Kim, stop putting things in front of the camera.
I will never
the
stop.
worst.
It will make a nice
So
fade to
bad.
black to the intro, though.
Yes, Sam, please save us from this. Run that intro.
Oh, very 2000s.
Welcome back to Altheya, the Dragon Empire. Our heroes returned to the town of Ashen Rest, following their adventures in the Suncrest Isles and helping Gruffith of Tremoro pursue his knightly test. Once returned, they reunited with their friend Teresa Lavendale, acolyte of the Grave Father and caretaker for the Inn of Tyria's Rest when they are away on their adventures, and decided to take some time to recover and recuperate. But as they enjoyed this downtime, several letters arrived. Gruff's wife responded to a message that he had sent previously. Sister Ophelia is invited to a fundraiser by an Ossian rival. And Xantheus received a letter from his father.
Oh, pop.
But before we continue with that incident and see Xantheus' response, we're going to dial it back a little bit, just to prolong the torment. But also because we have been exploring several downtime activities. And so I want to jump in a little bit on those, because a few of you had given me some ideas of what you wanted to do. A few people were still deciding and have come up with some ideas. So, Gruffith.
Hello.
What did you decide to do in the sort of, 2 weeks-ish, roughly, that you have had back in Ashen's Rest?
Oh, right. So the first week, I hung out in my little hermitage, like just decompressing from the kids. And I decided to send a message back home. And it would be a message to my eldest son, Morfran.
Oh.
And I would like to, well, shall I read it?
If you would like to.
I didn't make that dingle. I wonder who did.
Sorry, that was my doorbell.
That was the message. That was the sound it made when the message
That's the
went.
magical, the spirit, you don't have to throw your phone.
You could
Put it
have
on
silent, dude.
Just put
Someone's
it on
going to stand on that when they go out.
Go on, don't worry.
It is up to you, Gruff, if you would like to read the message or if you would like to keep it a mystery for now.
I'll read it.
Okay.
So in the letter from...
So this is for the audience. This is not
is
the
for the audience.
characters don't hear this, but
Yeah.
the audience and the cinematics of it.
Yeah, so just as a reminder, so again, the gang don't know this, but we read this out to the audience last week, but there was a line in my letter from my darling wife saying that Morfran is being rather quiet of late. So I will send a message back, and it says, I have tried to guide you as a cub by telling you what to do. I never listened. I'm sorry. I am always here for you.
Just a nice, simple message. The message is picked up by a small sparrow-like bird as part of the druidic nature of your hermitage. The special power that it bestows clutches the little rolled-up piece of parchment in its claws and flies off into the distance. And it will be likely some time before that message is both delivered and a response is possible. But you have that knowledge that that message is on its way. And what about the rest of your time, Gruff? What would Gruff spend his time sort of doing?
So the other little matter is my wife did ask for some money for Cleary. So I am going to send 400 gold.
Oh, that's fine, easily done.
Why that sum? Who knows? Maybe we'll find out one day.
Okay. Was that from your personal funded?
Yes.
Or,
So
okay.
from my personal, so I've got a piece of paper in which I've worked out maths on. It looks like I scroll it in a hurry, and it's got red lines. Anyway. Yeah, I will send 400 gold back to the family. And then on week 2, I wanted to go and train with Sir Griold. Because I personally would like to be a bit more fighty and a bit more tanky. And I wanted to swap up kind of what I was fighting with, because currently it's a staff, which is fine, but...
And you also wanted to put in an order for some custom armor as well.
Oh, yeah! I want it with the 6 nipples.
What?
Yes!
As a lion.
I
Batman and
will...
Robin.
Finally!
keep in mind that artists will canonicize that if you're not careful. So,
You said it.
Now they are. You've just made it a thing.
you spend probably, some of that first week as well. You go and arrange this training with Sir Griold, and likely draft in Sir Griold being more of a marksman, probably drafts in the commander and some of the guards here of the Duke's army. And you spend some time at the forge. And Gruff, it becomes apparent that you are an older man. You are not physically athletic. And at first there is perhaps a little moment where you start getting quite disheartened by this. You are not able to physically keep up with these younger soldiers. You don't have the strength to push back or to deliver the blows with enough force. And I think it's then that Sir Griold sort of takes you aside and would say something like, if I remember, Sir Griold has a Scottish accent, if I remember.
Do it. Do it.
Hi, Gruff. So, I've noticed, now forgive me, you're not a young man, and you've not trained for the life of a soldier, for a knight. But if there's one thing I've noticed about you, Gruff, it's you've got a lot of wisdom. You've lived quite a full life, and these adventures that you've been on, they've taught you much about the way people fight and honed those instincts that I know you have from your life, hard life up in Iceheart. Let's lean more into that. You don't need to hit hard if you know where to hit. You don't need to be the strongest if you know how to turn an enemy's strength against themselves. So let's work on that a little bit. And over time, you develop a style of fighting that is going to utilize your wisdom more than your strength.
Oh.
And using maybe the knowledge of the shillelagh spell and that magic of how to maybe enhance your weapon with a bit of druidic magic as well, you begin to train. And you spend some time. Now, is there a weapon? You have the array of an arsenal here. You can pick almost any weapon. What weapon do you think Gruff is drawn to sort of begin training with?
So I think outside of the staff and that kind of thing, he's drawn to axes because part of living in Iceheart and the cold is
wood.
He's chopping wood, for the fires for our houses and stuff like that. So he'd be drawn to an axe.
And I like the idea then as well, like maybe it's maybe one of the guards, maybe, one of the guards that you first met in Burnell, like they also fight with an axe and they sort of teach you the difference between like, you're not chopping wood anymore, but, some of the principles like aim for these joints, you learn how to strike armored opponents and still deal, effective damage. And you practice and you are now more proficient in combat and are able to use your wisdom instead of your strength for melee weaponry. As you spend that time training.
Nice.
And also, Mistress Ilana Vidante, having placed an order in for, I believe, the sum of 1,500 gold.
Yes.
A suit of masterwork half-plate armor is delivered to your design, but perhaps incorporating the pauldron that she once gave you and maybe incorporating some of the armor that you once borrowed. But this is different. This is new. It's custom-made for you. And you will find that equipped on your character sheet already. Being masterworked armor, the strength requirement to wear it has been lowered. And also it no longer gives you disadvantage on stealth checks because a gambeson has sort of been incorporated into the armor. So it has that inbuilt padding basically underneath it. So obviously you are a big lineman. You don't want to wear a big heavy gambeson like a human warrior or a humanoid warrior would wear. But this has almost like a gambeson style padding built in underneath it. So it peeks out from around the corners of the armor, this kind of nice thick padded, so it doesn't make as much noise. And also the metal has been worked so that it is thinner and less weighty, but still just as sturdy and strong. You find it's very flexible. And you can think of, you may perhaps like next week or whenever you feel comfortable, come up with an idea of what that might look like for us. You find all of that in place.
The main thing is a little bit rounded on the belly.
Sure. Or perhaps maybe because it's half plate, maybe the armor doesn't fully protect that area.
Precious.
Maybe it's like chainmail. To give a little bit more give just on the belly, it's more chainmail. So it's like plated from sort of like, the upper bit, and then it's like a little chainmail belly, and then like little skirt, like plated tassets and things like that.
Holes within it.
How does it affect your AC?
I
Quite
am
a boost.
now up to 18.
18 base
wow.
before Armor of Oak and Thorn is the main.
Oh, yeah, damn.
So it was 15.
Oh, that's a big jump.
So that was
Nice.
18.
Wow. God damn. Yeah, very cool.
Good job.
Daisy and Rowan. You had expressed an interest in your downtime of getting Tyria's Rest up and running as an inn. And in fact...
A tavern.
As a bar, as a tavern.
Bar,
People
yeah.
can't sleep here yet.
No. But you, to kind of expedite this a little bit, in that first week, you would have met with the trading guild master of Ashen's Rest, a Nalunari man by the name of Patience Xante. Patience, like the word patience, Xante, Xante.
It's not Z.
Okay, okay.
He is one of the most beautiful men you have ever encountered.
You're the most beautiful man I've ever encountered.
Thank you, my good man. You, of course,
Apart
need
from
no.
Xantheus, obviously.
You need no introduction. I recognize the heroes of Ashen's Rest. Being a Nalunari, a dark elf or a drow in other worlds, they have this kind of supernatural allure where they might have not necessarily the most sort of like, you know, what we like modern society would consider beautiful, but there's something about them that makes them alluring and you know, appealing. And I imagine that this man just has the most flawless bone structure. And on their sort of dark, dusky, like purple lilac skin, you know, this kind of probably very sleek, coiffed hair. They're just this incredibly put together, well-dressed gentleman. And you meet, and Patience is able to help you arrange simple alcohol trade, basically supply. You know, manages to sort of do all the books for you to buy in and have transported the goods that you need for a cost of 80 gold every month. Matteo can run the inn as the manager and is quite happy to do so. But until you hire waiting staff, somebody from the party is probably going to need to fill that role for now, or at least multiple people will. But what this does is with Matteo, who counts as a skilled worker, and these basic supplies, Tyria's Rest currently has a quality score of 2. And as it stands, it will make approximately 50 gold a week.
Oh, so it does pay for itself.
Does pay for itself over time. There is also, I would like to know who is helping Matteo run the inn. We know that Xantheus, Gruff, and Ophelia are off doing their own things. So you're going to be the server.
Well, I mentioned before that we were going to swap positions.
So, now here's the thing. So if you would like Matteo... If you would like to be a performer, you and Matteo to swap being performers, that is a different role. You still need somebody to serve drinks and take orders and things like that. You need a manager and a service staff. And then a performer on top. So it is up to you how you would like to run.
I could take orders.
Yeah, it was just simple running,
Right.
like proper waitressing,
I feel like
basically.
Rowan and I would be the ones to be like,
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah, I think it makes
and
sense.
then Rowan will fill in when there's peak times. Matteo will fill in the bar when there's peak times.
Yeah,
and
that's
we'll
it. The
do
manager is almost always running
do some
things.
performances.
Sure. So,
downtime.
for this, for the first week, every week that the inn is sort of running, that there is a chance for random events to take place.
he's coming in,
And
guys!
if you would, now, one thing to consider for the future is if you have a bouncer, the bouncer's ability, if you hire a
I know
bouncer,
exactly who to get. but yeah.
they will allow you to re-roll if you get a bad result. If you get like a negative event, the bouncer can let you re-roll it, basically.
I love that. Yeah.
But for the first week,
Yeah, we are, yeah.
also, if you have a performer, so let's say for the first week it's Rowan, or in fact both weeks could be Rowan, you can make a performance check to influence how much money you make, basically. And the higher you do, the better. If you do low, you might lose money because the performance is driving people away.
Should we do fate first?
Yes, let's do fate. In fact, actually,
I think it
before we
makes
start rolling
sense
dice.
that we don't even consider the idea of a bouncer until after a bad event happens.
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's why we have.
Yeah. Oh, good. There goes my streak.
Oh,
One.
Yeah.
is that a dice for
Two
me?
from me.
Oh, lovely.
Add it to the stats, everyone.
3.
A 3, that's also a dice for me.
1.
Oh, delightful. Another one for me.
4.
Oh, a dice for you.
Natural Uno.
Oh, wonderful.
And
Nice for
Mark?
me.
I mean, it's the opposite of what it was last week.
A 5. That's nice.
Okay, a 4 and 2.
4 and 2.
Yeah.
So, you are more than welcome. So, Rowan, if you'd like to make a performance check for me.
Yeah. Here we go, natural 20. 15.
15. So 15 is enough to earn you some extra money, but it's not going to earn you a lot. So that would earn you an extra 12 GP to the week.
12 GP for your performance.
It's not great. That's over a week as well, so that's like slowing that up.
God.
That's rough.
Tips are rough.
So the way it works
I don't
is
like my
it's
rocks on.
Less than minimum wage.
you basically earn the amount of like sort of over with a subtraction, basically.
Oh, cool. Okay.
With a subtraction. But also, could Daisy, could you roll a D8 for me, please, Katie? Let's see what event is rolled for the inn that week.
An 8.
An 8.
Is that good or bad?
That is great.
Oh, good.
That is party on! An unusual patron arrives and throws a wild, magical, or otherwise unique party. Add 30% profit, but come up with an interesting consequence of this unusual guest's activities.
Okay,
And
so
I
who
throw
could
this
it
to
be?
the table to decide who this guest is
Cool.
and what effect may linger.
Who could suddenly show up? Well, obviously, Khalifris knows how to show up
No.
for a party, but I don't think we can have Khalifris just show up on the opening night.
What about... What if it was the guard squad that Gruff's been training with?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
they all come off duty, like, and they're just like...
Yeah, it could be like...
Drink hard.
Yeah, could be like some of the people we fought with during the battle
Yeah.
Crash and Rest are like seeing like, oh, we need to celebrate with the heroes of
They play
Ashman.
wizard sticks.
And they
Shit, no.
they want to,
Wizard sticks.
No.
but they just get far too like not rowdy as
Right, so they
such.
get a bit boisterous. And
Yeah.
like,
So what is the sort of consequence? Because this is almost like the idea of this is quite an unusual guess, or there's something like or something that's going to leave a lasting impression.
Obsidian.
What is going on?
Sun Sword Ikara.
That certainly would be a dramatic change to it.
there was a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if it's the bathhouse people?
Bathhouse people?
What if
Oh, the
bro,
Reverend
what
Mother
if
and
it's
Reverend Father.
Boulder
Or the
and his
kobolds come
family?
round.
The kobolds
Kobold's
could,
They come
family.
around to help celebrate the opening of the bar.
Yeah.
And they get crazy.
So what's the consequence of
They
like
get
the lasting
koboldy.
effect? But what
steal the
what
clever
mark
toad
is
back.
left on the inn, basically?
They steal the clever toad back.
I mean, if the kobolds came,
Quite extreme.
Okay.
Rowan
But
paid a lot of money for that.
if the kobolds came and they got drunk and started partying hard, they would overuse the clever toad machine, probably.
So
to
the
their
clever toad
glory.
machine now has like some sort of
It needs
quirk to
repairs.
it.
Or so,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
work
It has some sort
properly.
of quirk to it, like something gets messed up.
Something's wrong
They
with the
poured
AI.
I
too much
like-
beer in it.
Yeah.
They
like-
poured loads of beer in it, so
and now the
it's
clever
like,
toad is drunk.
Yeah.
Does that occasionally spurt out like half profit?
No, I'll tell you. This is exactly it. So after this party, like the Tariks come, they throw this big sort of celebration to help you launch it. It brings in a load of their patrons, which like boost the sales for the bar that week. And you all have a lovely time. Rowan's playing his music, Boulder's there, like you're throwing, having a great time. And all the Tariks come in, and they start messing with the clever toad because now it's not their problem anymore.
True,
So
yeah.
they're like putting coins in, but then they start like pouring drink down like into it. They start like one of them seems to be some sort of mage and is like
wait.
doing like weird incantations on it to try and get it to do
because
different
it
things.
doesn't go into the machine, does it?
Well, no, it goes somewhere
out.
It
else.
does go somewhere else.
So here's what happens. Rowan goes to use the machine, and the music, like the music plays. The frog opens its mouth, and you just get a, "What is the bloody hell is going? What have you done? What's this? Delicious booze?
Oh my god.
Hello? Clever Toad?
Yes.
Oh my
Tie the clever toad.
By the silence.
Yes.
The Clever Toad
More-
speaking to me.
The clever, which remind me again where I am.
Oh, it's okay, Clever Toad. We all have those days.
Remind me where I am.
Ashen's Rest.
Ashen's
Irene's
Rest. And that is where?
What do you mean?
What is the name of the world I am on?
Oh, you silly toad.
Yeah, silly toad.
Silly toad. Altheya, obviously.
It burps.
Okay.
What
You've had
world?
Too many coins, maybe.
Where am I?
Altheya.
Altheya! Yes, the dragon lad!
Oh my god, it's actually talking!
Yeah, he's speaking back.
Yes. Oh, my mind is reeling. More gold. Send more gold as soon as possible.
Gold now.
Goodbye. Oh. And then it closes its
It's
mouth.
cold now.
It's gold now.
Oh my god.
Gruff, the toad was actually talking. It said to send gold.
Rowan's vibrating.
That sounds a bit suspicious.
I know, I don't want to send gold to the weird toad. It sounded drunk.
Who sent you gold?
Yeah, there is like a smell coming as if when it burped, it's like the toad really belched, and it smells of strong alcohol and
That's
everything else.
rancid.
How could this thing get any more frightful?
This is a
This thing
glorious
is,
day.
I think there's a curse on this.
So I'm going to gold
What have
coins
we
on
done?
this.
No.
No.
I do.
Do not feed this thing gold.
I've got this
Rowan.
party inventory.
It's a scam.
I could shove Parhelion through there.
That is the first week of
I can't believe it.
Do
I
that
can't
to
believe
one
he
of
came
Mark's
back.
Relics.
I've given you a relic, clever toad.
Would Rowan
He's ignoring it.
Stone razor.
would Rowan like to perform for the next week,
Should he is the question.
or did you like to pass it over to Mateo?
Mateo, would you like to do a duet?
Well, listen.
Oh.
No, I've got to manage the bar, Rowan. I've got to run the
keep
bar.
forgetting about the work bit.
Yes, yeah, there's the work bit.
Oh, okay, I'll stop with the rock song.
Try a
because
different song.
I don't have lyrics for it.
Sure.
So
You try that.
I'll try a new song this week.
Sure.
Here we go. I'm glad it's a plus 11. It's 18 this time.
18 this time. Okay, it's a little bit better.
Yeah.
That is going to add.
I'm playing this kind of music.
Yeah. Ding 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 ding
Pete.
ding.
And can I get another D8 roll from Daisy, please?
Roll back now.
That is so. Look at it. 6.
A 6. A 6 is just a normal week. There is no special event this week.
Oh, good. Okay.
Normal.
Okay. Normal week.
Just a regular ass, normal ass
Regular
week.
week.
Normal
So
ass
across those 2 weeks, the first week you made a total of 80 gold.
Okay.
The
So
second
we've
week you made
basically offset our
65.
supplies. And then
yeah,
the
every
second
week
week
we
we
do.
made.
65.
So I'm going to add that to our party fund.
Sure.
65. Okay.
Because at the moment, Mateo is working for free. He's basically working for room and board, and you guys are running the inn, so you don't have to pay any staff
We can give
wages.
Mateo.
Yeah, we can give Mateo.
If you would like to, but right now he is not incurring a cost.
I think he deserves a
If you would like to give him a profit for his, normally he would be paid 7 gold a week is what he would normally.
we can
fine.
take 14 gold off and give that to Mateo.
Okay.
Can I also suggest putting out a little tip jar for Mateo?
Oh, that's a good idea.
And I write on it tip jar
Whoa,
number 4,
do we want to?
Mateo.
Do we want to make tipping culture like a thing?
Yeah, do we really want to
Well, we pay our staff a
You are paying him the
living
upper end.
wage.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are paying
that's
like an
the
upper end for Mateo.
Do we have benefits? Do we have a pension?
It was a suggestion from one of our locals
I
to
can't.
set up a tip jar.
Right. Okay. In that case, yes.
Yeah.
And also that quality score, if that goes up higher, you will get more like profits, but also you might get extra events added on
Okay.
as well. And
So
you
this
do that
too
by
is
like
pretty.
so quality 2 is like still base level
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
So quality score 2. But if you get
smaller,
like special
which is nice, yeah.
alcohols, if you get like special
Yeah.
suppliers, if you hire unique staff, that sort of thing can do. I should also point out that if you after these 2 weeks, Mateo won't have the staff to run the inn. He needs a server basically. So you still need to hire one person.
We need to
Can
have
we
a guy.
do some hiring in the second week? Like,
You guys have been running the inn, so I'd say that
We can.
maybe you can do like a day of trying to hire somebody.
or like just like maybe like one a day. Like just try and not
Potentially.
do a full day of hire like interviews.
in the
or
morning when
something.
you're sitting at the bar.
Sure.
Yeah, before the bar opens.
Get
or
the
something.
drunkest person. Do you want to just step behind the bar?
You've been there all night, may as
Yeah.
well. Just
Well, I'm going to
it off.
throw it over to Sister Ophelia because that's like kind of like occupying most of the 2 weeks. We can do the hiring in a bit. But Sister Ophelia, what does Sister Ophelia spend that time doing?
So I think in the first week, Sister Ophelia will do some research on Saint Defeer as per Teresa's suggestions.
Okay.
Just find out a little bit more about her and where the two religions cross in their similarities.
Yes. So Well, you would know that Saint Altheya, you would probably learn a lot about the Scion faith, the Church of the Scions' belief of death in the afterlife. And for Ophelia, this would probably be fairly new knowledge. In the Church of the Scions, you would learn that Psionicism teaches that when a mortal body dies, if the soul is considered worthy by the Scions, it ascends and becomes a divine saint to serve under the Scions and help protect Altheya and its people. The constellations in the night sky are believed to be representations of the active saints, whilst the celestial bodies, the moon and the sun, are the realms of the Scions themselves. Saint Altheya is one of the first divine saints, ascended during the bright storm which ravaged the land, and their job is to tether the souls of the unworthy to Altheya. And they do this by firing an arrow with a long ribbon to their soul. As their body dies and their soul leaves their body, they fire an arrow and it tethers their soul to Altheya until it can be reborn into a suitable vessel. Normally another humanoid body, but not always. Sometimes as an animal or sometimes as something else. And then that person has another chance, another life to try and become worthy, right? Saint Altheya themselves is... let me just get my divine saints. Go on.
Sorry, this is going back a long time to when Ophelia died. I'm trying to recall, but didn't you, before you were sent to the Greylands, didn't you see...
You have a flash of Saint Altheya.
You did, yeah.
Saw,
I was like, nah, not today, fam.
Not
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Saw, and reading up on this, you recognise it. The depictions of Saint Altheya is a woman in almost ornate robes, almost fine clothing, but it's more ornate, kind of the sort of long draping ceremonial robes almost. They are a maiden, they have a bow with arrows with trailing ribbons, and they have this long, beautiful hair, but their face is just skeletal. They just have a skeleton face head. And you learn that they were once an orc woman who fought bravely during the Bright Storm using a crude, primitive hunting bow to try and fend off and save as many lives as she could, and was deemed worthy by the Scions, and was given the immediate charge of basically securing the souls of the living so that they could be reborn. And their face was lost in that confrontation. That was their kind of killing blow, was one of these sort of insane celestials or demons that accompanied the Bright Storm basically ripped off the face and left her with this grievous wound. And she was rewarded and ascended as a saint and tasked by Pyrrhus and Melia to help the mortal souls. There is a belief in Altheya, although she is respected as a divine saint, there is a lot of fear and trepidation with Saint Altheya. As mortal beings, unlike in Osseous, the people here still have this fear of death because they are taught that if Saint Altheya misses with her arrow or is temporarily blinded, because Saint Altheya is not infallible, a soul is not tethered, it will rise up and be snatched by the planar powers and taken to places like the Greylands or the Celestial Peaks, and then they are transformed into an eternal soldier in their war, which is regarded as a terrible outcome. It is not something that the Scions and the people of Altheya are taught is a good end. And there are many reasons for that. Again, having lost her vision and things like that, Saint Altheya is not always accurate with her bow, and shots can be missed. The idea of the church is it is taught that if you are particularly unworthy, Saint Altheya can't see you, and therefore that causes her shots to miss, and then you are snatched up. And the closer to worthiness, and for Ophelia, you would notice this. Worthiness is never very clearly defined.
No.
All these different saints seem to be worthy. There's never really a good explanation as to why some fight in battle, some you don't really get it, and it's never really explained what it is. And it seems that different religious texts teach different things. But yeah, the more unworthy you are, the less likely that Saint Altheya is to hit you with her arrow. Another little fun fact for you is something that I think Ophelia would maybe catch on to, is there is a saying in Ilmera, which is when somebody is close to death, they might say something like, I can feel her taking her aim, or I can feel Deathir's arrow trained on me. Like there's these kind of like sayings for being close to death.
Cool.
You know, Saint Deathir is hunting close by. These kinds of sayings are common for people who are close to or are afraid of the closeness of death.
Very cool.
And in fact, yeah, there are reports that people who have died or been on the brink of death and then been brought back by healing magic, they have said that they can see her always on the outskirt of the battle or the incident or whatever it is. They see this woman with a skeletal face in this gown lifting a bow and drawing it back, and then at the last minute when they're healed, it vanishes. And in fact, you know that very well, having had that interaction.
So cool, holy shit.
So that would and you know, you spend some time. You would probably go to Bright Shadow Cathedral. You would probably ask to see some of their religious work. And I think that when you go to Bright Shadow Cathedral, the reception is a little frosty. Yeah. It's there is definitely the faithful who are here sort of look at you in that why is she here? Like you have become known. Like you are gaining a following in this town, or the Gravefather is, and it is because of you. And people have been turning away from the established church to come to you. So when you arrive, it is definitely
not in droves though,
You
right?
stealing
It's
some-
like,
not in droves, but
stealing
enough
people?
that like this is causing an upset in the
They've
community.
had meetings about her.
Yeah, and it's only because that you and your friends, helped save this town. And in fact, the Speaker of Secrets, Arden Saverin, who you've met, they're like, yes, of course, Sister Ophelia, I am more than happy to share our religious teachings with you. And you come in and they sort of sit down and teach you some things or lend you some prayer books and things for you to go away and read on. And almost, I think that Arden specifically is like, yes, come learn about Saint Deathir. Oh, fight, like maybe I can bring you back. Would probably say, you see, sister, it is not, the people of Altheya, death is an interesting concept to us. It is something that many do fear, because you speak of an eternal life, but to us, if that eternal life is spent in servitude to fight endless wars, that is not a goal. We seek to become something more than that, to become more than a servant of the Gravefather. We seek to ascend and become divine.
But what if you spend your entire lifetime serving the saints and scions, and Saint Deathir misses?
We do not see it as serving the scions. We are trying to live up to their example. They do not tell us how to live our lives. They guide us. They offer us peace. They offer us courage and comfort, but we don't see it as serving them necessarily. And that is why we encourage people to be worthy, to be as worthy as they can.
Well, how do you judge that worthiness? Who's to say who is unworthy and who is more worthy than the next person?
Well, I will admit, that does change depending on the doctrines and the priests. I have always been taught that worthiness, especially in Maelir's eyes, to whom I am the speaker, Maelir values those who do what is right for themselves and for their communities. They seek to help their neighbors, but also to know when to protect people from themselves, to protect people from the ugliness of truth. Worthiness is a difficult substance to linger upon. But you can understand, perhaps, that why some may be hesitant. We have been taught that the Gravefather is not someone who would care for us. And I do worry. The planar powers, they have an ulterior motive. They need soldiers and warriors to fight in their wars. I fear that that would be your fate as well.
Well, one of your very own was fighting for demons. Who's to say influence, no matter where it comes from, is the true test of who is truly good or bad in these situations.
Yes. Yes, it is true that many are led astray by the Helian Throne, by even the Lucent Peaks, and many other places. Osseous, it is very difficult for us, this relationship with you. The lands of Osseous are very strange to us, especially to our faith. I hope that there is some common ground that we can find here through Saint Dethir, but I hope that you can understand at least my viewpoints as well.
Well, thank you for sharing them.
Of course.
I only come from a place of curiosity more than anything.
As is befitting a diplomat of your nation, I'm sure. And I am happy to have this conversation with you and to share. And he probably gives you like a prayer book and perhaps some other light reading, some scrolls. Like these are various tales of Saint Dethir, some reports of those who have seen them. I hope that this is useful to you.
It will be, and thank you for inviting me into, well, your house.
Of course. The light of both Melia and Pyrrhus is here for us all.
May I extend the invitation to you? An invitation to my house. Maybe join me in some prayer, if you would be willing to partake. I understand it's a difficult commitment, but...
Would you join me in prayer to my gods if I invited you? Or would you come to observe?
To observe.
Then I will reciprocate that. I will come to witness your faith, but I will not pray and worship your God.
I find that very respectful. Thank you very much.
Very well. And sort of bows and inclines his head and leaves you on your way.
The best outcome we've had so
good
far,
outcome.
actually.
Hearts
Well,
and minds, hearts and
I
minds.
think that this, especially being a speaker of Melia, who is a little bit less aggressive than her sister, and also the fact that you helped save this man's life and save his town and his flock does a lot of wonders for that sort of thing. So I think that Arden Savarin is definitely a little bit more willing to give you the time of day. You do not get that impression from most of the Pyrrhus congregation. That is very much daggers glaring. The paladin Glory, who you met, sort of is very much just sort of keeping a close eye on you as sort of like you come and go.
He just saunters in and out, just very...
Yeah, very sort of like, But I think because you have entered the cathedral before, but it's always been a bit wary, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, I've entered because I think there was a
When you came into the catacombs.
Yes, and there was a sermon, but I think Ophelia sat outside with Daisy.
You did,
Yeah, I
yeah.
stayed outside.
So she's been around.
Yeah, through the catacombs we would definitely.
Yeah.
went in.
But you never went in for a
Never in
service.
for a service, no.
Well, I think, Arden would perhaps make the same thing if he comes to one of yours, you come to one of his, and make that offer sort
I think
of thing.
Ophelia respects him for, for this
Being a
debate
bit more
and
open.
listening. Yeah, she respects people that listen.
Okay, good. All right, and then for the second week, what would you like to do?
Second week, buy Percy some new armor and a weapon.
Okay.
2.
Yeah. Do you have the funds for that, or is this party
about
funds?
400 on myself personally. I've got about 400 worth in jewels and gems that we took from.
Yeah, so you wouldn't be able to buy
Let's not
masterwork
see.
gear, but you could certainly buy common gear for Percy if you wanted to pick him up some armor.
Starter sets, stuff.
Chainmail, easily you could buy some chainmail and a weapon.
Yeah.
So feel free to equip and add those in. Yeah, we don't have to do that
Chainmail
right
and a
now.
weapon.
You can do that as you wish to.
Cool beans.
Would he want the so I now have this masterwork hook staff that I'm not using. Would he want that? It's not the strongest, but it's got shenanigans.
Percy will take some shenanigans.
it's
It's always up for some shenanigans.
We were always saying that he has like a long range or a reach weapon,
Yeah,
right?
it's quite
I think it's handy for memory.
Yeah, staff
Yeah.
doesn't have reach.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, this is
That's
the
handy
hook
anyway.
staff, so
So it's good at like pulling people, but I don't think it has
You
reach.
can pull people to me.
yeah.
I can go
So-
bam.
True.
So,
yeah.
1-2 taparoo.
Feel free to have a look. Like if you
Yeah,
want to.
There's in the party thing.
tabs on
There's
the
a
side.
moonstone decorated dress sword.
I think that
That's
was
for selling.
Yeah, that's definitely that. You don't want to just use that as a weapon. That's definitely more
gonna
of
fall
a.
to pieces. That one.
It probably wouldn't fall to pieces, but it wouldn't be the best way.
Yeah,
Oh, shove attacks, nice.
Yeah.
I don't have anything.
Okay, I'll put it
dope.
on the party
You
equipment.
can have a look
Yeah,
through that.
Thanks, man.
Is there anything else you'd like to do, or just focus on that?
And then Ophelia will go to Tombs and Co. and print out some pamphlets for her next sermon.
Oh, love it. Yeah, perfect. Easily done. You're a repeat customer here. I'm trying to remember. I've got the name of
to the thing while you're there. Were you going to get Tombs and Co. to draft a printed reply at some
It's
point.
not urgent. I'll do that at some point. I
You're
mean,
not going to RSVP?
I'll RSVP.
I guess this is all
at some
pre
point.
getting the mail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Because
He's
Well,
like,
no, so Ophelia would have had her invitation at the
that's
end
right.
of the first
yes,
week.
you're
so,
right. Yeah.
Ophelia, if you need any time, I can sign something and pretend to be a really important secretary or something.
Well, I need to go to Tombs and Co. anyway.
Well, I mean, easily done. So Yida Parin, the gnome woman who writes the self-insert
Dragon
fiction.
comes in the night.
Yeah. His royal scepter.
Sorry, you're right. My bad.
But yes, you can easily get those pamphlets made and everything else that as you desire to.
Nice, amazing. So stack of pamphlets, all good, lovely. And then also want
So
to
is this the new design, or
a
is this?
new pamphlet for my sermon, which is called "The Cost of Being Worthy."
Oh wow! Oh, that sounds like an active attack as well. You literally just went there and what does worthy mean? And then your next sermon.
Put it on there.
So
Jesus.
Ree has
Did you
designed
pay
a new pamphlet.
Xantheus?
I will take a picture of this and put it onto the Patreon for people to view.
Preview.
It's empty as hell because I don't have time
What
to
is
write
what was the
anything.
name of that again? It was
The Cost of Being Worthy.
cost of
That's
being
such
worthy.
slander. Great.
You're a sassy little bitch, aren't you?
Oh, I love that.
And then you spend the week basically giving these out, or
Yeah, I go around town handing out pamphlets, putting them on
Okay.
lampposts.
Well,
new
could-
sermon coming.
Could I have? This is going to be a roll to see how effective it is. I will let you choose here.
Oh damn!
Because this is quite an aggressive, quite attacking sort of.
out there.
Yeah.
The picture of Saint Defeer is very tasteful.
Very tasteful.
It's disrespectful.
I will let you choose whether this is persuasion or intimidation.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like there is a sort of intimidating factor to this a little bit.
I'm going to do intimidate with fate. See if you can play.
Okay. Let's spend one of the
Intimidate with
point.
fate.
Intimidate with fate.
Team of fate.
Ooh,
Sam, the pamphlet's on the
27.
table.
27. So, I'm gonna spend a point of my fate, because this is a success, and this is one of the things I can do with fate, to add a complication. It's still successful, but that's gonna burn those 2 points of fate for the rest of the session.
Okay.
They are now gone. So 27, this pamphlet is being spoken about.
Oh no!
And it is drawing the attention because in the Dragon Empire, the religion, the Church of the Scions, is a dominant faith, and it is an endorsed faith by much of the government and the military and everything else. The dragons don't really care. The dragons have their own thing, and so this is Ilkir stuff. They don't care about this. But the Church of the Scions has existed since the foundation of the Empire and has been the dominant religion. But that doesn't mean that everybody is religious. There are many atheists. There are many people who doubt this concept of worthiness. And I think calling that out specifically gets people talking. And the next time you host a gathering, the numbers in the shrine have swollen to considerable numbers, to the point that you cannot fit everyone in the shrine anymore.
Oh no!
As people come by, as people are interested, they want to hear what other options there are. And also, there is this, Teresa is going around saying, I've become an acolyte of the Grey Father. Look what I can do, and using her warlock magic and they see what you've done, and they know your heroics, and people are like, wait, if I worship, I don't have to be chosen by the Scions to gain power. Like, yeah, this sounds great. All I have to do is worship the Grey Father, and I can have power, and I can be something important. This sounds great. And so it begins to build. That complication is this alienates a large portion of the faithful here in Ashen's Rest, because you are directly questioning one of the core beliefs of their faith, that if you are worthy, you can ascend and become this divine saint, and you don't have to worry about Saint Death. There's all these kind of elements to it. And I think that Arden Savarin, after seeing this, he attends that sermon, and you are left with a very cold impression that he is not best pleased that after his nice polite conversation that this has gone a certain way.
You named this sermon before you. Obviously, you wrote this before this
got the
episode.
whole thing
So
written,
having
yeah.
that conversation with him then, where you were like directly questioning the worthiness thing, just for the sermon to then be called that. That's such a cool like tie-in that you've just managed to do here.
But it's also
also a declaration of war.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Rhiannon. Ophelia is we've had some wobbles with her faith, but it feels like no, like Ophelia is recommitted,
I think with the stuff on Letting on Sea that happened, how quickly the people were keen to turn from the Saints and Scions just based on Ajanya's children's promises. Things can't be that good if people are willing to turn to literal monsters for their faith.
That's
not the takeaway I was expecting from that.
Well, and obviously this is how Ophelia sees it, but it sounds quite similar to what's happening right now, with people being like, Gravefather, hey, oh, interesting. Like, undead creatures? That doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all fine.
But it's good now because you know the Gravefather is great and
He's
wonderful
so good.
and
we've
so
spoken.
good.
He said that I'm good. He's given me praise.
Did he
how
say
can I
once, maybe?
Did he say that you were good? He said I was doing good work.
Okay, but is that saying that you're doing good?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, okay.
What about all
heard the
other
word
times?
good.
What about all the other times you spoke to him?
Yeah.
What did
He
you say
didn't bring
then?
those up, so it's
Just Ophelia's like, I'm in this cult, so it can't be the bad cult.
So, I think that a very successful recruitment, and I think that
would you like a
because,
sermon?
Well, I think we will get to that. I'd like to jump in with that, and then maybe we'll return to that.
go for it.
in the
You've
same
got
way
one,
that with Xantheus. But also, remember, your renown is not just in Ashen's Rest. Your renown has spread, and remember, your renown
Gildai.
points that you it's
Yeah.
You were in the fucking newspaper.
were in the newspaper.
I know, yeah.
your name is known as
you were
Colville.
spreading.
But also the next territories next to Ashen Rest, the Heartlands, which is another section of Cauldra, and the city of Pharos as well. Your name is not known here. You begin, Ophelia, getting correspondence from Pharos, from other villages. Sister Ophelia de la Rosa. My name is, my name is
McGill.
Augustus. I'm from this place. I received one of your pamphlets from a traveler who visited Ashen's Rest and your words, and you start getting not like fan mail, but like people who are people who are interested in what you have to say, but they are too far away to attend directly. And your influence is beginning to spread. Still small scale, but it's growing.
Hey, your rival might be working in Kelskaris, but if you take every region outside of Kelskaris, that's pretty big.
That's a pretty big food.
Yeah.
Well, this is Cauldra, right? This is
Well, no, I know, but yeah, like it's still like a massive improvement.
very successful. We'll come back to this in a minute because Xantheus.
Hello. Now is
Your
this,
letter arrives at the end of the 2 weeks.
At the end of the 2 weeks. Okay, so I was working on the Thunderstone pistol, trying to wrench it out of Boros' hands. Thunderstone, different universe. Thanks, Yaska.
Praise you.
Praise Yaska. No, the demon pistol,
Yes.
demon gun that we got from the Battle for Ashen's Rest.
Yes.
Because it has a essence inside of it that I have, in the first week at least, determined to be potentially a actual living demon soul. Don't care about that.
Why would you?
I want the essence. But there was a suggestion that busting open this gun.
Yeah, you basically spend the first week basically working out a ritual to break the gun down.
Yes.
To reclaim that essence. And dismantle it basically and break it apart.
Yes. So that was the first week, and I mean, I think I'm all focused on just get gun and get essence because we need all the essences we can get. And if this one is going to take me 2 weeks, then the rest are going to take me 2 weeks, so it's a lot longer.
Well, you don't think that the rest would know. The rest won't take that long, especially if they come in already in their essence form.
That's true.
It's
Yeah.
because this one is bound into the demon, which is in itself dormant within the weapon. Like this demon was sealed in here, basically. So yeah.
So my next week, pre-letter,
When life is breezy.
When life is breezy, life is peaceful here, is the time I want to get my experiments fully underway. In terms of money and my financial situation, I still only have 7 silver. So I don't know if like the party fund is how is that actually visualized?
If we take the stuff that we got from Coral Song,
Yeah.
that's 3,100 GP.
Yes.
I've taken 200 from that, so 2,900 GP left.
Okay.
To do some of the stuff that Gruff has done, I sold the 2 statues that I left at Tyria's Rest,
Okay.
so the ruby and obsidian statues, and the chest that we took from Ashen Ruins,
Yeah.
and then some of the money from Gruff's wallet, Bank of Dad.
Okay.
Me being dad, not your dad.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Don't worry, clear distinction.
And some of that was the Duke's favour. In short,
Yeah.
we have 2,900 GP left from the Coral Song loot. And about 500. Gruff's got 500 left, and you know, if you asked him, he'd give it to you.
Yeah. Well, if there's just a room in which there is a chest full of money, I think Xantheus in his pondering magic learning state, like idly just goes in there because gold dragonborn, money. Who cares whose
I
it is?
feel like
I'll just like pick up. Oh, I just need 10 gold and walk out.
I think that's the thing. We'd sell the underwater chest, the decorative sword, the 2 topazes, and the chalice.
Oh, and the
We've done that.
The only thing
Like,
is we probably would have to put a sign up that's like auction soon for big gold figurehead because I want to figure out how we're getting rid of that. I mean,
this? What's this big sign?
it's for the to figure out what we're going to do with this. Who wants it? Who would best be able to donate it?
Do you know what that's
Here's the idea to just be like auction, big gold historic dragon figurehead.
We can't take it to someone.
Xantheus, do you know what that is?
Well, what is the sign?
Come and rob us.
If
We have lots of gold.
Rowan, try and lift that thing.
Okay.
They
Don't,
could chip
but-
away at it.
They're not going to chip away at
They
it.
might.
They can't do damage to it. And if they did, that's vandalism, for starters.
I think that Xantheus would be aware enough that you cannot just sell this to merchants. Like you are not going to just be able to sell this to the people of Ashen's Rest. Like, there is probably only one man in Ashen's Rest who can buy that, and that is the Duke.
We can ask him.
You could send word to a bigger city like Pharos, and they would probably have dragons, multiple dragon nobles, and very wealthy merchants there who might be able to buy it. But also, that might also then get word out to the wider empire, and there might be collectors. Like, this is a significant piece of history as well as also being a monetary thing. So the only people that can really buy this are the elite nobility or like collectors or wealthy or historians or, you know, city, like a town could buy this for a museum or like, you know, the academia in Calscaris might want this for their, you know, history collection, you know.
We could.
Why don't we send some letters?
We could send some letters, or we can have the letters sent for us in the form of good press. Tombs & Co., if we tell them that we've recovered this ancient artifact from the ancient wars and it's now sat in Tyria's Rest, come see the wonderful and amazing glory of Paladrax.
I mean, you could mount it in the inn if you really
We could
want.
host a night where everyone can come witness it.
And on top of that, people will come to the inn, their tavern. And
So
they'll see
I'm
this
going to
thing,
make you an
and
offer
then
here, guys.
Maybe someone will buy it.
If you could try and sell this thing, you will have to find the appropriate buyer, and that may take some time. And the price will vary, that 10 to 20,000, right? Or,
20.
and I don't expect this, you might not go for this, but if you were to basically display this properly and have like a display built in the tavern for this thing to go into, it would be quite a major attraction. There would be potential complications with it as well, of we have lots of money, but I would improve your quality score significantly. Because it would be like a unique item that is like, we have recovered this piece of draconic history, like this warship figurehead.
We could display it for a time, and then if we decide down the line, we could sell it.
Yeah, you would lose the quality of it, but you would be able to.
It would gather certain clientele for sure that might be willing to purchase it off us. Now, I won't lie, Rowan. The first thought I had was, of course, about the money. But if instead of just gaining money, putting it into the tavern, getting minimal upgrades, and all of these different things, what if we just had it and people will come to see it and then have a nice drink in the gift shop? We could have a gift shop. What if we sold, Rowan, miniature ones?
Oh, God.
So we're the museum?
Yes. Yeah. Essentially.
I see. That makes sense. So
Yes.
we
Why
can
sell it
protect
for 1 fee when we can
Sell
have
it for 1,000.
1,000,
Oh, we do
hundreds of
free
thousands.
entry, right?
Well, maybe we could.
Because everyone needs to see it.
Figure it out.
We'd
Obviously,
absolutely need to get some security, though.
but security. Oh, what?
Yeah,
Well,
yes.
yes,
A
yeah.
lot of gold.
Okay. Well, of course, for starters, those tiny little velvet ropes.
I love those.
That'll
It's
stop
not
people.
really security, though, is it?
No one's going to cross the velvet ropes. Are they insane?
Yes, they will.
I've never crossed one.
No, exactly.
Well, I mean, I heard recently that there was a burglary at a art gallery in the next town over.
Is that so? Is it? Okay.
Oh, well, it's not the next time. There is an
Oh,
art
no.
gallery in Emberford.
In Emberford, yeah, they
Emberford.
stole some jewels.
Well, they didn't put up the velvet rope. They didn't put up the velvet. Did
I've
they put up?
stepped
They
over
put
the
up a
velvet
velvet
They
rope.
crossed
before.
the velvet rope.
I've crossed the velvet rope.
Dark evil magic.
monster.
So,
I'm just saying, it's not going to stop people.
a couple of things, like a bit of bookkeeping here. If you'd like to display it, you're probably going to have to spend, a couple of hundred gold to have proper mountings and extend, make adaptations to the tavern so you can properly display it. Security, features put in. Those would be,
Lasers.
if you want to have like magical security, that's more gold on top.
lasers.
can just
If
put
you
a
want to
glyph
put like
warding up.
magical security, like wards and stuff, you can do that with either your own spells or you can hire somebody to do it for you.
Hire
I'm
someone to stand
also
next to it and just go, if anyone steps through.
I'll do that.
Security.
The alarm.
Done.
I'm also going to point out, Ophelia, you are at the point where your shrine, if you want it to have more people, you need to expand it, and that's going to mean enlarging the space, basically. So something you might want to consider as well.
I can just put up a glyph of warding, and that lasts until it's triggered.
Can you do a spell of bigger shrine?
So yeah,
Not an
you can-
explosive one.
No, I was going to say, you
Well.
can choose to put a different
Yeah.
spell into it, so you probably don't want to have it explode. Child
Get
just
too
is like,
close.
But we put a spell in it,
yeah, you
Yeah,
put a
we could
spell
just
into
put
it.
like just some kind of spell in there.
But we do need
Misty
security
step.
before we do that.
Just teleport them.
Yeah.
Feet.
Just back out.
Into
Into the
prison.
pond.
Oh my god!
Pond.
It's 30 feet. It's like
No, teleport them
but we
into
can
your
build-
shrine. Oh, like just make the criminals convert.
But have a think on that, because I, don't want to move things
I
forward.
like
a
us
little bit.
mounting it.
Yeah.
Should we mount it?
Instead
I
of
like
selling
the
it. So
wall.
obviously, it would be nice to get
Gruff, what do you
10 to
think?
20,000 gold, but
I think this is a
I think
cooler
it would be a
feature.
cool way to boost the tavern for now. Like until we
It'll
spend
pay-
some
it'll
more
bu-
time
yeah.
investing in like the better alcohol and stuff like that. This could boost us for now. Get that up and running, and then if we want to sell it down the line, we still can do that. But we can then spend more time in upgrading the tavern.
I mean, if you do plan on visiting Kelskaris,
Yeah.
say for Gruff's Quest, that would be the ideal place to find a buyer.
Yeah.
And they are probably the kind of buyer that you would do the agreement with them, then they send somebody to collect their objects and then find a way to transport it.
by that point, they need to make it more worth our while than just the cost of the statue.
Yeah.
We just absolutely need some security, especially if we're not here.
Okay, who do we know that could protect the tavern and also this wonderful piece of art?
I know a very strong man.
Right?
agree,
Can
yeah.
bend a car?
I don't think Obsidian
No,
should
not
do
Pat
it.
Benatar.
Fuck's sake.
Also, as a reminder, like having a bouncer for the tavern
Is different. From
is different
security
to. So the security probably would be better by having magical security, right?
Yeah.
And that Xantheus can do a glyph of warning, but you could also hire a mage, right? Like somebody to cast like a permanent alarm spell on it and things like that.
Yeah, we should
or
probably
like
just do that.
you know.
Yeah.
Vrax Kell.
What?
Vraxkel.
Oh, the arsehole.
Yes.
Oh, the one we fought in the tournament.
Aren't they a knight?
Yeah,
scary
they're a knight. Yeah.
Also from a completely different place. Erdus Kier,
They're a
right?
knight of Erdus
Yeah.
Kier.
Might be a little
Game
below their
Chaos
station.
He was just the first thought that came into my mind when.
Okay, so we're
I
looking
think
for
he's rather a bit busy.
strong,
Probably.
terrifying presence, the kind of person you don't want to cross.
I quickly look out the window
Yeah.
in any bushes or roads nearby.
What are you looking for?
Just anyone staring back.
There he is.
Across
I
the
close the
street.
shutters.
Has he been outside the entire time the tavern?
Every time
there.
you look out the window,
He's there.
He's on the other side of the street, just stood there staring at the tavern.
Breathing.
But you're pretty sure he's not there when you go to bed. But then you don't look like you don't think he's
I'm
there.
gonna look.
He's there right now. Yeah,
I think someone was at the end of my bed last night.
just this skinny,
Paralysis.
thin human boy, dark leather coat, dark leather hair tied back, probably a fedora-like hat,
Oh god.
long katana on his back.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the katana.
Yeah.
Velvet
The
tracksuit.
weird
Yeah.
breath boy is out there again.
I know. I say we
Oh.
just buy a ward or an alarm spell.
Yeah.
Put it on the dragon, put it on the front door. Can we turn it on and off?
We should probably put the back door as well, because that art gallery that I heard about
That's
in
true.
Emberford, they got in through the back entrance.
Well, it does mean that we can't go through that door anymore ever again.
Can we not turn it
You
on
can
and off?
program it to be fine for you guys. Like,
Okay.
the magic literally can be like designate who is allowed to come in and out.
Alexa, set alarm.
It kind of is. Anyway,
Hang on,
not
let's just
to
give
get
everyone
lost
a
in the
second
weeds.
to turn off their
We
Alexa.
do need a bouncer for the door. If anyone knows anybody really strong.
So what do they have at the?
Just say Boulder, guys. Just say it.
Boulder.
We can't steal him.
We
He's
need
got a job.
to reach that conclusion naturally. What kind of
got a
bodyguards
job.
to other taverns in this? Yeah.
No, I don't know anyone.
It's gone.
He's
okay.
got a job already. We can't
Who?
steal him from the tower.
Who's got a job already?
Boulder.
Boulder. Oh, what a great suggestion.
Oh, my best bud Boulder.
Best friend Boulder.
Yeah, but he's busy.
Oh, well,
I don't want to start
I'll
a
go
war
visit.
between
No,
us and the.
hey.
They've already messed with the clever toad.
He
But
could
it's
do
his
a
choice.
part-time shift.
There is another one you could hire for a bouncer if you can find him. The mysterious.
Oh my god!
you
I'm
have
gonna
to find-
put
you have to
flyers.
Mysterious marksman
Maybe
is
it is
standing
him.
outside breathing.
I'm
Right now.
gonna
Already
put-
be at home.
I'm gonna put flyers up. Were you this mysterious marksman on the roof?
We have a job for you.
We have a job.
You fired an arrow.
Roll a
Oh god! Everyone is going to say, "Yeah, it was me."
just roll a flat D20
I'm
for me,
Spartacus.
Katie. No bonus to this, just a flat D20. You may add your last point of fate if you wish.
Last? No, don't.
We've only got the one.
We know what's coming.
An 18.
18. So I think it's during that second week, all these conversations about what you're going to do. And it's just in the middle, just as you're about to close the bar for the evening, the door dramatically kind of swings open and a
Closed.
short, halfling-sized man in a dark cape. You can see a thick
Strider.
Aragorn-like beard. But he's hobbit size, yeah. Kind of walks in. He's got no shoes on, classic style halfling.
Amazing.
He's got like little fuzzy feet. He kind of walks in, and you can see that on his back is this, way too almost as big as he is, heavy crossbow. And as he very solemnly kind of walks up, gets up, hoips himself onto a bar stool with the most incredible dexterity that you've seen, just almost swings himself onto it like he's mounting a horse and just throws it back as you see very Chad square jaw, almost like you've been looking for me.
Does he have beautiful long hair?
It's
Fabio,
down, but it's kind of grungy. But it could be if he washed it and puffed. It would
Aragorn.
be. He's
But if he had Frodo's feet.
yeah, Frodo's
Frodo's
physique.
legs and feet.
But but you can see that he's quite well built underneath it, and he's wearing dark armor with a bandolier with crossbow bolts, and you can see a pair of finely made blades sheathed at his side. You have been looking for me.
Were you the one? Were you the one who helped in with the street lamps and the? Was it you?
It was. I
It's him, guys.
Oh my
We
god.
found it.
We found him.
I believe.
What's going on up here?
The cross.
It's the guy.
guy.
Whoa.
Can I throw like a pebble in his direction?
Sure.
Shoot at him.
I'm gonna spend point of fate. I'm gonna spend a point of fate.
He's dead.
That's
Nope.
terrible. He
Hits him square in the face.
it hits him, but he just sort of raises an eyebrow, like, "Why did you throw a pebble at me?"
Sorry, I don't know what came over me. I really don't.
that?
I was going to test a reflex.
Very rude.
I'm sorry, I didn't
Okay, we're
mean to
getting
do
somewhere. We're getting somewhere.
I'm not some I cannot just react to you. I am mortal.
I'm sorry, I really built up a picture
Just a
in your-
very
in my mind.
well-trained mercenary.
What's your name?
You don't need to know that for now.
Oh, but we
Well,
do.
I mean,
These
maybe
forms,
just like
we have accident liability forms that you need to sign.
we need to call you something. We've been calling you just crossbow guy.
Mysterious crossbow guy,
Seems to
actually.
think, is that enough?
It was mysterious crossbow
was
guy.
mysterious.
We not have rooftop in there.
Arius.
Mysterious.
Did we not have rooftop in there somewhere?
Oh yeah, mysterious
Yeah.
rooftop crossbow guy.
Yeah.
But we could
We need a
maybe
bouncer,
swing to
though.
Mysterious if you like.
We need a bouncer, and we thought that you might be good at it.
Be Mysterious.
Mr. Rios.
You're naming him, aren't you?
I prefer
Perhaps I did
Arius.
not consider that I would need a name for this man today.
Or Mr. Ear Rios.
Arius.
His first name is
Please.
Ear.
It's Rius. Ear Rius. Mysterious.
It is not Mr. Erius.
Why not?
Because it's not.
Okay.
Because it's not, okay?
Peter Andre is a massive fan of it.
Oh.
Get out.
Mysterious
out.
guy.
Get out. Go get your
his
phone
theme
and
tune.
get out.
He will look at you and be like, very well. My name is Garrett. Garrett Erden.
Garrett
Yes.
Erden, that's it.
That's
I
exactly
like
the
that.
kind
I like
of name
that.
I expected.
Yeah,
Yes.
we could have guessed that one.
Yes, really.
Garrett Erden.
I'm going to awkwardly pick up
How'd
the
you spell
wasn't.
Erden?
You are D-E-N.
The Ian.
See, there's always
Garrett
this.
Erden. At first, I thought I was hired by the Carpenters Guild and the Blacksmiths Guild to defend their territory. That's why, initially, our first contact was not positive. But then I saw your actions in defending Ashen Rest, and I saw in you the same heroic heart that beats within my own.
I knew we had something in common.
Yes.
Do you want to be a bouncer for us?
A bouncer.
We need a bouncer because we have
This
that
was
thing.
to guard, no, this was security.
This was
to
security
guard.
for the. Okay, we have a big thing that we need guarded.
I'm a mercenary. I can be hired. I can be a bouncer if it is required, or I can guard your valuable, whatever it is.
It's an ancient figurehead from a warship from the glory of Paladrax that we found at the bottom of the ocean.
I need not know the details.
Right,
It's
I
kind
just
of like-
gave
Just
you,
gave
like,
every. Yeah, no, that's the entire detail.
That's all the details
There's
we have.
literally no more to share
There's
with
no
you, I'm
more.
afraid.
No, I don't have any carbon dating or anything like that.
Worth
like,
10 to 20,000
Yeah.
gold.
I see.
That's about it. That's
No
the
details,
job.
no pay. He works for free, right?
Oh, I require pay.
Damn it!
I will be your bouncer.
Really?
Security.
That's
But my fee is not cheap.
right. Okay, what are we talking
How
here?
much? Because we earn about...
No,
He doesn't need the details. He doesn't want them specifically.
doesn't want them.
So mysterious.
So mysterious.
30 gold a week.
30 a week.
How much did we make last week?
We made
65.
50
I mean, yeah.
a week on average, and then that's minus my performances,
Yes.
which didn't earn that much.
And then there's also the wine.
That would be the
I am an
majority.
expert at what I do.
We don't need the details.
Also,
It sounds like you do.
if people are coming in to see this figurehead, that might bring, it
Bring extra
Yes,
business.
that's
Pay
true.
for it.
That's true. He's really giving me the eyebrows.
Can I ask Mr.
It's all eyebrow.
Can I ask Mr. Erden, just a little,
You just mocked.
just to check your qualifications? Like, obviously we've seen your qualifications, but just I want to give you a little hypothetical test. Follow me over here to this window, please.
Oh, good idea. Yeah, him.
Look
Now
out
ask
the
him
window
to
and
pour
tell
a
me
beer.
what you see.
You're out there. I just walked in. Perhaps you're referring to that strange boy who's been across the street.
Can you hear him? I can hear him breathing from here.
I can hear him.
Yeah. We don't
I've
like him.
been.
What does it sound
watching
like?
this place for a long time.
Right. So he's number 1 on your list, okay?
Wait, have you been watching this place for some time?
He's no threat.
Been watching everything.
Well, Xantheus
I'm
seemed...
always watching.
And what do you know about this place and its inhabitants?
Many things. You have a close relationship with Duke Ignarius and Lord Obsidius, it seems. You've performed various quests and tasks that have earned you great renown, but there are many secrets still hiding within your hearts. You've performed great deeds. In Colville, you found a Proto-Magi vault and recovered many treasures from it.
He watches the series. I mean,
Recently, you just returned from the Suncrest Isles, quite rapidly, I might add.
I cut his head off.
He does too much.
Right.
well, okay, no.
We want him on our
yes.
side.
None of that happened. You're a liar.
Good. Nice cover. Yeah.
Slides off the bar stool and looks up at you.
Never call me a liar. There are many things that I am. Good woman, but a liar is not one.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to offend you.
Yes, yeah.
He fixes you with a steely glance.
Don't look at me like
he
that.
is 3 feet tall.
Scary.
Like Ophelia's perception,
He is-
though, he's like
he
a
is like
titan right
aura
now.
maxed.
His aura, yeah. I was
Looking
gonna
into my
say.
soul. I don't like you when you look into my soul.
No, clearly you've done great research here, but I have to ask, how long have you been watching us and the tab? Why have you only now started to reach out to us?
I saw
Put a flyer up.
the message
Oh.
that you sought my aid.
I just wanted to know if he would be good for the guarding thing because, you know, he helped us before.
I have been trying to keep an eye on Ashen's Rest. This is my home. I've lived here all my life, and I'm protective of it. At first, I thought you may be a threat, but no longer.
Well, that's good.
Well,
Is this what you do then? You
Yes. I'm a mercenary of many years. I have hired out my services to the Draconic Lords, but also merchants and travelers, the guilds, businesses here.
Okay, and hypothetically, if you hear information that you may not have should have heard, are you good at keeping secrets?
If I'm employed, your secrets are mine.
I believe that.
I believe that.
believe
Yeah,
that,
he looked into my soul.
He did, yes. Now, if we were to employ you, would that keep your ever watchful and vigilant eye away from the? Really, stop giving me that look. Would that
Really,
keep?
it's a smolder.
Would you
More of a
still
smolder.
be able to watch
he's
over
smouldering.
the city with which you wish to protect?
I will use the hours that I am not here to continue my vigil over Ashen's Rest.
I see. Now, is that a service that we could also utilize if you were to gain any information about the city that might be of use to us as well?
Such a service would cost extra.
I see.
I am a man of principles, but I know my worth.
Yes. No.
you read
yes.
the flyers. Good.
Yes. Yeah, the cost of being worthy.
30 gold a week.
Turns out, yeah.
That's what your sermon was. You just stand up there and just
You
like,
could work the rest.
30 gold.
Is that before or after tax as well?
Oh yes, VAT must make things a bit messy.
Would you mind if we were to have just a quick discussion over here in private?
I'll probably hear it anyway.
That sounds like a yes to me. We have to have him. I know the cost is steep, but think about it. This relic that we've unearthed will bring in the
I
customers.
already said it was fine because the cost of people coming to visit the Paladrax will pay for its wage.
Yes,
I think we should.
I think we absolutely
I
should.
trust him.
I think him and Matteo
Also,
would
he
get on
knows
famously.
about- he knows he can hear the mouth breather.
That's true, and we
He's
do want
already
him
got his
away.
eyes on him.
Should we include Matteo in this decision as well?
He's right here.
Hello.
Oh, Matteo.
He's under my arm.
I've been listening the whole time.
Yeah, what do you think of?
He's great. What are you talking about? Why is this even a debate? Look at him.
Yeah.
I mean, look how it's just he exudes aura.
I think if
I mean,
someone
this is a man of legend.
Would you say he's been aura maxing?
Yes.
Yeah, he is really high
If
tea.
someone came here and tried to steal it and he just looked at them, they would go, oh, sorry. There's something
But
about
also,
him.
even if anybody does give him shit, which I'm sure that being a halfling he probably gets a lot, he's going to ruin them.
Oh yes.
That's right. No, we did see.
Physically and emotionally, I think.
Yeah.
Do you remember that shot he made in that fight?
Very
He
good.
really, he's not afraid to,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right, we're ironing.
Okay. Garrett.
Yes.
It was with. I don't know what to say.
You're hired.
Yes.
Good.
Can you start immediately?
Yes.
Okay,
I take my payment up front.
here you go.
Right.
I'll take it out.
It's just gone into his cloak. Like, he just...
I was gonna, yeah.
Did you
I'll take
pay
it.
him?
I'm not going to ask where he puts that.
Very well. My watch begins. You are closing for tonight, yes? Or do you wish me to protect the goods? What are my hours?
Where?
Mateo!
Mateo?
Can you sort out the details of our hours?
I mean, I don't think we need a bouncer and security during the day, because normally I'm here and you're all here, but
Nighttime.
I think when the evenings get rowdy is generally probably
Yeah.
maybe like 8 p.m. till the morning, if that's good with you, Mr. Erden.
That's acceptable.
Acceptable. Okay, good. We can work with.
In that case, I will begin my vigil now. I will keep a watch on the premises.
Okay. Enjoy your.
Can you try and scare away the mouth-breathing
Vigil.
boy outside?
I certainly can.
And with that,
I want to watch that.
We're just at the window.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the window.
but like when he moves, he sort of moves very quickly, but it's because his legs move like twice as so it's like, and he just, I think as well like he has like a small lasso, so when things are too high, opens the door and then. then closes it behind him.
The window.
Yeah, we're all at the window.
At the window.
At the window,
what he does.
you see he just stands
look at
opposite Terran Darkblade, and it's like a Wild West duel where they just stare at each other.
He like puts his hand to his samurai sword.
Yeah, he like looks at him, and Garrett Erden doesn't even move. He doesn't flinch. He just stares at the boy,
Oh my God.
and you see Terran like,
He's going to kill him. He's going to kill the boy.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Taryn.
and he like goes to draw it, and as he does this motion, you just watch Garrett hand, and something flies out of his hand and pins the sleeve of his coat to the wall. He rips it and then runs away.
Oh man.
You see Garrett just walks up, pulls it free, and goes back to his...
What if they're working together?
You watch him walk up to the front of the inn. He like nods at you, looks up, throws his lasso, and then disappears like Batman up to the roof.
Holy crap.
Father.
He's on the roof!
This might be the best 30 gold we've ever spent.
Yeah, I think so.
There you go, a week.
A week, sure, but
It's gonna mount up.
Worth it.
That was good. That was 30 gold well spent.
what a great day.
He is an expert security officer.
We should. So are we spending, what is it, 200 gold for the mounting of the
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
thing?
Yes. And then do you want magical security as well?
Yeah.
I think
That'd be another 300 gold.
Oh.
But that would provide you basically for the figurehead
we just update
a
the
magical alarm.
take
It will
500.
also provide you probably some sort of like. I think for 300 gold you would get a permanent alarm spell. You would also get something which like you can disguise the figurehead like at night, so it looks like it's kind of hidden. So you can kind of activate. Anybody who can detect magic would probably be able to find it still. And it would send the alarm mentally to all of you, Mateo and Garrett Erden, basically. So if anybody
Nice.
tries to like break in and doesn't disable the magical alarms, that will trigger and they'll know that somebody's trying to break in.
Sweet.
I'm hoping that the displaying it and having it as a proper like thing for people to come and see will be better than just straight up selling it.
So what that's going to do is I'm going to give you an additional 3 to your quality score, bringing it up to a 5.
Wow,
Which will
holy
increase
shit.
your because it is this kind of impressive thing. That's also including the bonus you get from having Garrett Erden as a skilled employee.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
But I think that with all of these shenanigans, just before we cut to the break, that is the point when Xantheus, your letter,
Yes.
after these days of fun and frolics, we now sort of that scene that we saw in the last episode where Xantheus begins reading out loud and then very quickly goes silent and sort of walks away, and the rest is now in his father's voice in his mind. We hear those last words echoed, your father. And Xantheus, where have you gone to as you...
So this is, I mean, it's very obvious. I've just started reading this letter and I've gone pale and have hurried off to my room. So I think last time everyone basically followed me up there, right? So you're just on the other side of the door. I slam it shut to continue reading this letter. And it is like rereading all of those individual words that are just like cutting more than maybe they were intended to, but almost exactly how they were intended to, probably, knowing Papa Oregon. Like, I do not begrudge you for making the most of this opportunity. I welcome it. Fuck you. Your sibling is coming to retrieve the property. Submit to them, and I'll let you live out the rest of your days. Let me live out the rest of my days. Fuck you. It's just, there is, like I said last time, there is a real desire to like burn this letter and just destroy it.
So it sounds
in
like
a rage.
what begins as fear and panic as you sit down and now are in this enclosed space, the rage is beginning to boil.
Yeah.
As that rage is burning in your chest, there is almost a heat there that is not of your body, as almost like a whisper, like a purring presence in your mind. Yes, yes. Destroy, usurp. You hear these kind of words, and they sound like your thoughts, but you're not really sure anymore if they are. As that rage is boiling in you.
They very much align. Maybe not usurp as such, but like an absolute hatred for the father. And I guess it's being twisted in such a way where it's like, I mean, if you did go after him and something did happen to him and you happened to be the last Oregon, then I suppose you would be. But it's taking a long time, and I don't know if you guys are like outside calling in or whatever else.
Yeah,
but
like like.
yeah, it's like there is a process in which I try to shake out of it and quench those feelings in order to.
What do you do with the letter?
It's crumpled. It's like maybe there was a slight singeing of a like ready to do a produce flame and burn this thing.
Do you? I will give you the choice here. Do you want to roll for that and see if you resist, or do you want to just commit to resisting?
It would be very useful to keep the letter. However,
not what I asked.
No, I think it's like a boiling over thing. Like it's the knife edge of just burning this thing. That I would like to roll for it. Yeah.
Sure.
Now, what kind of roll would that be? Would
Your
you
wisdom
say?
saving.
Is that wisdom? Is that wisdom?
Not high DC. DC's going to be 10.
All right. I think it would be fateful and advantageous for me to keep the letter, so I will use a fate.
Yeah, that's perfectly what it's designed for.
But I do have a -2 to my wisdom. Oh, okay. At 14.
14.
Yeah.
Success.
Good, because fate saved that.
So yeah, you feel this rage and anger and frustration, maybe a little tinged with fear there as well, as the edges begin to blacken as if a piece of paper held too close to a candle beneath your fingers, and you hear that voice: destroy, take power. You hear these like voices echo in your mind, and then you just snap it shut, and you, as the letter was burning closer. You've kept hold of it. It's not destroyed.
And it's like just at the right time for like the knock as well. That it's like I realize what I'm about to do and try to hold myself.
I like that it's the knock that almost shakes you out of it.
But it is enough that I guess maybe we can return to this after the break. But I will intend to turn around to open the door with the letter in hand.
Okay. Perfect.
To
All right.
continue this conversation and talk about, my siblings who are coming to get me.
All right. Well, we will take that after the break. That's going to be it for part 1. Thanks for joining us. See you very shortly back here for part 2. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah. See ya.
Welcome back to part 2 of the Dragon Empire.
Altheya.
Sure. Our heroes have been finishing up the last few bits of their downtime, from writing and sending letters to training in a new style of combat to running the Tyria's Rest, running the bar, the inn, whatever you would like to call it, the tavern, hiring new staff, to upsetting the religious core of Ashen's Rest and recruiting more followers in the Gravefather's name, or researching various arcane matters. You now have a security specialist looking over things and have come up with a plan to utilize the draconic figurehead you recovered from the Glory of Paladrax as a attraction to the inn. But when we left things off at the break, Xantheus had just finished reading the letter he had received from his father, and now his companions await outside. And that is where we pick back up, as that echoes through.
Yeah, deep breath in, deep breath out. It might take a few more attempts to slow Xantheus's heart as the inevitable has come true.
Xantheus, you okay, boyo?
I will turn around and open the door, and clutched in both hands is now this very
Singed.
well, slightly singed, but also clearly like death gripped letter in his hands.
Right, lad, you know what I've said about setting fires in your room, yeah?
Not setting fires. I'm not setting a fire. He has found me. My father has found me. With this. Here you go. Take a look.
Right.
He knows where I am. Knows I'm alive. Knows everything about what I've done. He knows about this, of course, because of course he does. And apparently, I have family that I didn't know about coming to reclaim this. He's sending more Oregons after me. So what do I do with that? I should have planned for this. I knew it was going to happen eventually, but now he's just on his way.
Well, first of all, Xantheus, you sit down.
Okay.
Right. Deep breath.
I've been trying to do breath.
2, 3, 4.
Is it breathe out on the 3 or the 4? Okay, I'm breathing.
Out.
I'm breathing.
3,
okay.
4.
Okay.
The first thing you need to know, we've got this.
Do we? How do we? We've got this.
Xantheus.
We've got this. Yes, I'll think that. Yes.
Right.
So the letter. Siblings are coming.
Sibling singular.
Just the one.
Oh, that's fine. There's way more of us.
Did you know you have siblings?
I didn't know I had siblings. No, I don't know. Is this a brother? Is this a sister? Is this? I don't know. I don't know who they are. I don't know how many there could be. I don't know what kind of abilities they might have. They might even have some crown steel of their own. I don't know. But they're on the way here to find me, to find us in our lovely little tavern.
Xantheus, I knew when I found you on the road, something like this was eventually bound to come up. It's okay.
But now it has happened, and now I'm here in this situation. I really believed that we could have gotten around it, you know?
Well, I mean, I didn't want to question it at the time because it seemed like you were having fun, but going in a fashion show and being in a newspaper didn't really seem like the smartest move if you're trying
All
to
I
hide
wanted
from
to
your
do
father.
was live my life happily without this, and now it's here.
I get that.
Maybe your sibling, whoever they are, doesn't realize the extent of the trouble that you've had because of your father, and maybe you could reason with them and tell them that he was awful.
I don't know what reasoning I can do with them. I didn't know they existed. What care will they have for me? I certainly don't have care for them.
I wonder how high up in the chain they are.
Well, but if this happened to you, what would your father's capable of a lot to them?
Can I read that?
Of course you can.
So your father...
Did it come burnt?
What? The letter? No. So I figured it would be best to keep the letter.
Yes.
What information it has on there. I know it's not so much of an implication for him. I don't know what we can do with it. He's been clearly quite careful with his words, but...
Or we can send word to Duke Ignarius. If one of your siblings are on the way, perhaps he can help us defend against him.
The letter implicates me as well. Implicates us. Implicates... It's...
Are you sure your father wrote this? Doesn't sound like something a father would write.
So I've received a letter from him before.
Matches the hand.
It all...
Style.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, I think that those of you who are reading it, I actually think the three of you wouldn't be able to read it because I think it would be written in Draconic.
Brilliant.
Okay.
So, but it doesn't take much for Xantheus to read it out and read it out loud to you.
I can speak.
You can speak Draconic.
Yeah.
Then you
So
can read
Ophelia was sat there reading it like,
Yeah, Roth was like, yeah.
It was a pride thing. She didn't want to let on.
No, my apologies. That would have obviously I had to write it in English for Tom to be able to read it, but it would have been written in Draconic.
You should have just written it in Draconic and given it to
Yeah,
him and seen what happened.
I'm guessing it also wouldn't have necessarily Gildai like ceilings or anything like that. It's written in gold
That
glitter.
last line about ambition,
The heart of ambition bleeds golden.
that you would know is the House Oregon sort of quote or motto.
Yeah, which to be fair, someone could, but
Someone could. A hand
all
matches.
signs, yeah.
I mean, there's Rowan's right. It could be a forgery, but who else would know you were here?
It's less that more the.
Yeah, I know what
tone.
Rowan's. Yeah, Rowan's like, fathers don't speak like
Oh,
this.
but that's not a dad way of speaking to a son.
You're right, it's not. The things he says in here, it's very different to the first letter I received, but I believe it is written by him. And the things we've come to learn about him, the first letter I received from him, I didn't know what it was he wanted me to recover, but now I do, and now I know he wants it back.
Well, you can't have it.
I don't want him to have it,
No.
but he's...
So what's the bigger picture here? Why is he placed Crown Seal within you?
He didn't. He sent me to Kelskaris to recover it. Like I said, at the time, I didn't know it was Crown Steel that I was sent to recover, but it was with the promise of being restored back into the House Oregon.
I think that when Gruff asked that question, you start answering it, Xantheus. Your mind kind of replays that memory, reaching out towards that pedestal and watching the thing you were sent for explode, and then that searing pain in your chest. And with it comes a realization, reading through that letter and thinking back, you don't think your father knows the circumstances of the Crown Steel. Probably thinks you're just holding on to it, because who could have foreseen that it would become infused into you in this way? Certainly that was not the goal of when you were sent there. You were sent there to recover a much larger piece that, had been purchased. But there was a struggle. Other parties wanted to get their hands on it. And for some reason, something caused it to detonate.
Was there anyone? This is obviously above table.
Yeah.
Was there anyone with Xantheus?
There was.
Huh.
You remember flashes of red scales.
Obsidian.
So he sent you to recover Crown Steel.
An artifact, but yes, as it turns out,
So he doesn't know what it's done to you.
No, a sibling has been sent to retrieve the property. He must just think I just have it and is using it to fuel my abilities, but there's no way he can understand that it's become a part of me. So, in terms of, even if I did choose to submit to this sibling of mine, I can't. We know we can't. I know if they try to steal it from me, then you know what happens. But we cannot have them come to Ashen Rest because the scene it would cause, for starters.
It would expose Obsidius
Yes.
and the Duke for harboring Crown Steel.
All of us. Well, me, at the very, very least, me.
So if he's not responsible for the crown seal being in your chest, how did it end up in your chest?
Yes.
When I went to Kelskaris, I wasn't completely unknown of where the location might be. There is an organization running in Kelskaris that a friend of mine had been bragging in Rust End about the work they've been doing for them. So really, I wasn't going in blind. I was following them. And when I got to Kelskaris, I knew of the place where it might have been held, and to say I simply walked in, I didn't go undercover as such, getting into this place. I was assisted in some regard by this friend of mine that I'd known my entire life. My best friend working for this organization, and they'd been harboring Crown Steel. And it changed him in ways that I didn't like. I worry that he did something to change the Crown Steel and have it fuse within my chest. But I haven't seen them since. But something changed with them over time in their work with this whatever they are. What is their name again? Sorry.
The diadem.
The diadem. The diadem. I think their name has come up before, but
Yes, it has. So that cult that spoke of them, wasn't it?
So they did this to you.
possibly, I don't know for certain. The events since I got to Kelskaris and up until this happened have been a blur since then. I remember walking to the gates, entering the city, and
I think as you say that, we maybe see a little glimpse of that memory. This grand city, you know, for a boy who grew up in Rust End, to see the great walls, to see the throngs of people making their way down the path of ascension, the great floating skyways that connect the districts, and then, of course, the floating new imperial palace, this incredible structure of magic and architecture. There were so many people, more people than you thought could possibly be in one place. And you're sort of looking around as this, you know, a much more, not younger, but more innocent, more naive Xantheus.
yeah, literally being bumped around by people.
Bumped around, locked into. And then we see her like, come on, and like a red dragonborn hand, like, come on, like, grab you as you see Feria, dressed in simple, kind of commoner's clothes. Looks almost like a blacksmith's apprentice. Kind of gives you a cocky grin, like, stop, and kind of like maybe like sort of gives you a little playful slap on the head, like, stop gawking, you look like such a farmer.
Look at this place, it's amazing. There's so much to learn and do here.
Yeah, we've got work to do, come on.
You're right, okay,
And
yes.
then drags you inside. And in that memory, there's a little glimpse of the boy that you knew, not the person they became.
Yeah.
And then we see that little image as it flashes up.
So, where was this place that you went to in Kelskaris? Do you know?
I'm not certain. I'm not certain. If we went back there, maybe something will twig, but thinking back now, I mean, it's all, I entered the city and then I woke up on the streets with Gruff. And then this pedestal with the crown steel on it. But whether my friend did this or not, I don't know. I pray that he didn't.
Right. So your father's wants what he claims is his.
And he can't take it from me, much as he'd like to try.
Do you know why your father's trying to gather crown steel?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you think it's worth talking to Lord Obsidius about this?
I think it certainly doesn't hurt for him to have a version of this letter. Whether we obscure some of it or whether we just give him the entire thing, it is evidence.
If you try and keep some of it out, Obsidius is gonna know,
He will
and
know,
he will
but-
probably question it more.
But it's evidence that also hurts me. And will hurt Obsidius, and will hurt all of you as well. So it's not what we're looking for. He's been clever in that regard.
Why will it hurt you? Why will it hurt us?
Because it directly says that if we say this is evidence that my father has crown steel, then it's evidence that I willingly went to Kelskaris to recover it, that I've been holding on to it, that I've been using crown steel.
But you didn't
Not
know what it
willingly.
was.
No, you didn't
were
know.
sent to Kelskaris to retrieve an artifact.
That would not matter.
Yeah.
If Xantheus had handed in the crown steel immediately, the second he had it, perhaps he could make a case for that. It has been months since. And by extension, it would probably dawn on you all that, yeah, as Xantheus says, for this letter to be evidence of wrongdoing on his father's part, he must admit to wrongdoing on his own, which implicates you for knowing him. You know, perhaps you could argue that you didn't know, but a good authority could easily argue that you did. And also, by extension, this would potentially implicate Obsidius, Duke Ignarius, anybody you've come in contact with.
It also reopens Wave Meat, like that entire investigation that authorities brought back. But it's also, at the start of the letter, clearly been making a name for yourself in the lands of Cauldra with one of the Red's minor dukes, which bodes well for the host. It's almost like the entire time I've been here has been a political mission from Gildai, which is not true, obviously, but it places a certain vision of what Xantheus has been doing this entire time that is like...
Wording of the letter, there is no mention of crown steel. There's just the task, because Xantheus' father knows what he's been sent there for. So for that letter to be evidence of any wrongdoing, it can only do so if Xantheus himself admits to a crime. And that crime is one of the harshest, toughest, most, strictly enforced crimes.
Especially under Duke Ignarius as well, of all people.
Under most of
yeah, everyone.
Lady
But even
Verithera
then,
will be implicated as well. She knows.
yeah. But like, if it's bad. Bad news bears.
Yeah.
So I think we need to carry on with our objective of gathering the essences so that we can at least stabilize the crown steel. I think that's a priority. Your safety is our priority.
Thank you. I know, but we need to figure out what to do with this person that is on the way. I can't just submit to them, be carted back to Gildai.
We wouldn't let that happen anyway.
Yep.
You'd have to kill all of us to let that happen.
Also, you wouldn't let it happen because we know.
Yes.
So I don't think that that's going to be an issue right now. Also, it's quite likely that when they get here, we might not even be here.
But would that look like us running away?
Does that matter? We wouldn't be running, but would it matter? You wouldn't be able to, they wouldn't be able to get you. We will be fixing things. We'll be doing the things we need to do to keep you safe. So, good things.
Yeah, they will catch up eventually, though, and we need to figure out what that might look like. It can't be in the city. It can't be in Kelskaris.
Can we meet them on the road, face to face?
I mean, we need to figure out what that looks like. It can't be in the city. It can't be in Kelskaris.
Face to face.
Maybe they can be reasoned with.
Hopefully. If they're as stubborn as I am.
Maybe when they find out what's actually happened to you and that you can't give them the crown steel, it will change.
Knowing as well what you've told us of your father, it's quite possible that this sibling doesn't know the full truth of the situation. They've only been told a part of it.
But this is an Oregon that lives within the house and will have unquestionable loyalty to my father. I only am able to break free from that shackles because I was blessed with his exile, I suppose.
His indifference.
So we can try. We can try everything, of course. We can try.
These words, Xantheus, this conversation. Tarnished gold will always linger. This sibling, perhaps they were not so tarnished.
There's definitely in some small way, there's always going to be a jealousy of that as well. Like, this person is, no matter what, like, in Xantheus's mind, the better Xantheus, right? The one that was accepted and has lived with
perhaps
this ideal
life that you dreamed of as a farmer's boy in Rust End, you know, that imagining what could have been.
Yeah.
Xantheus, if we... I'm just thinking here, but if you keep this from Obsidius and your sibling walks into the town, that's not great.
They will come here asking questions, you're right.
So I do think we should meet them outside of the town. If we need to, we should not meet them here or in Kilscaris, but I don't know, maybe if we need to tell him, because
we should.
He's helped us so far.
I just don't want him to get real angry with us again. And he might even know how to help. He might have heard something about the family and know who's coming. We don't know how much he knows about other dragons and their offspring. He might know all of the family ties.
We were stopped by guards that when the moment we arrived in Ashen's Rest. Maybe Obsidius can... I don't know what they look like. I don't know anything about them. I don't know their name.
So how about
Gold?
we speak to Lord Obsidius? Ask him if he knows further, if he knows a family line or anything like that. And then I can speak to Sir Griold. I won't tell him everything, but if we get a name, a description, anything.
Yeah, get people we trust to keep an eye out.
Okay. Yes, okay. Good. And then we continue to defy my father. Consequences severe.
Well, hasn't it always been severe since we started?
I just worry what more severe looks like.
Well, we'll take it on.
So my question is, why now? Do you travel up to the Dominus Ignorum to seek out Lord Obsidius?
Are you up for doing that, Xantheus?
I think we have to, right? What other choice do we have?
The only other thing I can think of is to meet them on the road and stop them from getting here at all.
That's the thing. I don't know how close they might be. It takes a couple of weeks at best to get to Ashen Rest from Gildai. If they left the moment this letter was sent, or if they'd left weeks ago, I don't know.
It's not much, but in the meantime, I can send Saren for a scout. See if she sees anything unusual.
Okay, well, there's only really one road they would take, I presume.
The road that passes Rust End.
Yeah.
I mean, there are other ways, but they are less direct. They would literally be going through the Suncrest Isles and coming up that way, or unless this person is traveling via magic, which completely throws out the equation.
That's true.
I feel like they'd be here.
Either instance,
Yesterday.
there are other ways besides teleportation, right? Like, you know, they could
ask-
turn themselves into mist and travel on the wind, or
turn themselves into a beast. And
If they have to pass through some places that we know people, maybe we can send them a letter and ask them to communicate with us when they see them.
Letter might be too slow.
Or if we can somehow send a message to them with magic like we've done.
well, if they come via the main road, it won't pass through any places that you've been thus far.
Yeah.
Apart from Rust End, which only Xantheus knows.
But yes, maybe Seren for now, and we can figure out a better way.
At least to see
Just-
if there's anything in the immediate vicinity.
Anything gold. If you see something glitter, or just even shine a little bit, just let us know.
Well, Seren is smart enough with Gruff's guidance to know a gold dragonborn. Like, it doesn't have to just be anything gold.
Yeah. I'm just scared. I just want a report of anything that comes down the road.
Okay.
But yes, Obsidius, we can share this with Obsidius and maybe work on some better security. But I think we can still go to Kelskaris. It's just hopefully we will conquer this before we get to the middle of the city. Right?
I have every confidence that we will handle this with you.
What does Rowan think about all this? Been just silently, quietly listening in. I want to put the spotlight on Rowan. What's Rowan look like? How's he responding to it all?
He's empathetic, he's worried on Xantheus' behalf, but also he trusts Gruffith. And he trusts the strength of this party now. So he's just kind of
Just quietly
allowing
saying-
Gruffith to say the words to Xantheus, because I know those cut through the most and are the most reassuring. But he's just in agreement, basically.
Okay. Just quietly.
He's also
just
thinking,
sat
we've got
back.
Garrett now, so
That's true.
we're fine.
He got rid of Terran Darkblade.
Of all people. You think this guy's Terran Darkblade? No.
So, plan to head to Lord Obsidius.
Yeah, I think that it makes sense to at least just give him the letter at the very, very least.
Sure.
Because he gonna be pissed if we don't.
As you all gather to leave Tyria's Rest, make your way to the Dominus Ignaran, outside on the iron fence that surrounds your sort of plot of land here in the city, there is a unusually large corvid, a black raven, sat there looking, waiting. And when the raven sees Daisy, it cocks its head, its beak opens, and a voice comes out. Daisy Thistleheart, I would like my favor. You and your friends, please come to Ravenspire Tower.
What? Oh, no. Oh, right.
The raven cocks its head back, closes its beak.
Although,
Hello, Blackwing.
we do need to, we could maybe get some knowledge. We need the Fey essence anyway.
You're right. Yes, okay.
Oh, you were probably going to have to go there anyway.
Oh, is this-
right?
Yes.
I'm trying to make it into a positive thing, but I'm a little bit scared.
The raven hops down, hops over to Daisy,
Yes, we will go.
pecks at your boot.
Here. I'll just take half a cookie out and give it some crumbs.
Quickly picks up the crumbs, but then it sort of nudges its head
I think
into
it
your
wants
ankle,
a response.
Do you? Do you want
it
me
wants us to go
reply?
now?
We will come and see you as soon as possible.
With that, it sort of hops back and then
Okay.
flies off.
Okay, good. It's not an immediate thing. Right. Well,
Well, we can go see Obsidius and then we can go there.
we owe Blackwing. It's just perfect timing.
We need the Fey essence anyway.
We do.
Life and adventurer, mate. It's
do.
always serendipitous,
Well, while this is happening, can I send Seren up to do
Sure.
a little scout?
Yeah. To just for reference, so that you don't always check in, what does Seren Seren is not going to see anything for today.
No,
at
absolutely.
least.
It's
But you
it's
are
just to see that there's nothing they're right at the gate.
Yeah,
Yeah, you get reports back from Seren every few hours and things like that. They kind of come find you and telepathies, and then they resume it. For the whole day, there's nothing on the horizon that they see. No gold dragonborn.
Nothing so far, Xantheus. So they're not at the gates, they're not in the city.
You
Good. Okay, good.
make your way to the Dominus Ignorum. By this point, you are well-known guests. Considerate Orgrim kind of grumbles as you get let inside, and you are taken immediately to Obsidius's chambers. Along the way, you do pass by the audience chamber where you can see Duke Ignarius is taking the sort of bi-weekly like town hall hearing. He's basically listening to the problems of the town, and it's quite quiet, and you can see him there quite happily. You hear him laugh at something one of the merchants or somebody has said, and is in council as you see him there with a few of his kobolds and considerates around him helping. But it's strange to see him on his own. Normally you would see Obsidius and Emberissa in there with him, but it's just him. But he seems to be in good spirits, if nothing else. But you make your way back up as you are led up by the kobolds into Lord Obsidius's chamber. You know, water and fruit and whatever you desire is fetched. As you see that Obsidius is sat there reading, he's sat, you know, in his human form. He seems to be one of the few dragons who quite likes his humanoid form. As he is sat in an enormous sort of chair, sort of mixture between a throne and an armchair, quite padded, but has this ornate sort of backboard. And he is idly reading a book, and then with his clawed hand on the other side, he is scribing some sort of arcane spell or some theorem or something. And he's sort of glancing between the two. And as he moves his claw, the quill is sort of hovering in the edge, scratching, and then he turns back, flips it with magic, you know, being very wizardy.
Yeah.
As you enter, he sort of looks up, arcs one eyebrow. Please enter. The scroll wraps up, slides it into a bookshelf.
Could I have gone to a latte fun and picked up the pastry that he did eat last time?
Yes.
I'll get a box of those and I'll just go and put them on a little table.
You see a little kobold maid sort of glaring at you like, you're stealing my job. You're stealing my job. Put them on a plate. Put them on a plate. Takes the box, disappears through a tiny door in the wall.
It's not a tiny thing.
Tiny door swings back open. It's on a beautiful platter, and they've all been sort of laid out and stacked on a like. And she's like, "Lord Obsidius."
I'll give him a thumbs up.
He will look and sort of. He does kind of cock a little smile and is
Yes!
like, "Thank you, Daisy." And he will take. It is very good. Thank you. What can I do for you?
Obsidius.
Xantheus.
Lord Obsidius,
Oh, God.
I imagine that any time you see me, it's under the expectation that we are bringing bad news, and that's a standard that I fear we are going to uphold once again.
I'm going to step back.
One of these days, I would quite like it if you were to appear with good news.
Well, maybe next time I can appear as a friend, but for now, a letter has arrived for me, Lord Obsidius, from an expected source.
Expected source.
Well,
You see his eyes read this very rapidly. Like this is almost scans it. And then you just see that single eyebrow, sort of high arch. Well, I imagine this was quite a shock for you.
was, yes. I was hoping.
Clever old worm, your father.
I scanned and scanned to try to find just some kind of something we could use in there, but I couldn't see anything.
You know as well as I that there is only one way this wet letter can be used, and your father knows that.
Mm-hmm.
You would need to admit to your crimes, and in doing so, you would endanger those around you, myself, all of your allies, anyone who has known you and harbored you. Even if they were not held guilty by court of law themselves, they would be subject to interrogations, proceedings. It would be difficult. He is clever. I expect nothing less for such a wizened and ancient dragon, long before my years. So, what do we do?
Well, the first thought we had was to inform you of this letter.
You see, he probably will actually pull forth a piece of parchment, and again, absent-mindedly, he begins writing a copy of this letter.
Totally fine.
He doesn't ask your permission, he just starts.
No, I know he was going to do it anyway.
He looks. Thank you for bringing this to me. I fear that in the past you would have kept this, but I'm glad that you have kept me informed.
Almost certainly, but things have changed. So, an Oregon is heading to Ashen Rest in order to reclaim their property.
Do you know these siblings? Were you ever aware that you had siblings?
I was cast out at a very young age. I didn't know of them or any siblings or...
I know that Oregonus has dragon children. I can't imagine he means to send one of them, not on a errand like this. I must admit, I have looked into your host name. I have found no record of dragon-born children. Some draconic hosts. There is shame in dragonborn. Not all dragons believe this, but some, more traditional, do. They hide births of dragonborn. I'm afraid that Host Oregon is one such host. There is no record of dragonborn children with their name being registered to them. I'm afraid I know as much as you when it comes to these children.
So the person looking for me could be more like me than I realize. Someone cast out from the Oregon house.
Potentially. I can only make assumptions and extrapolate based on what I would do. I would not send one who... If I were to send somebody on an errand like this, I would send somebody so zealot, so loyal, that there would be no question of them turning against me, of them joining you or resisting me. I sense that if Oregonus has sent a dragonborn child, for I truly do not I think this is... He would consider this beneath him to send a dragon. I imagine that this is a child who has been raised as a tool, as a weapon, to be used by your father. It is not uncommon amongst the more the less scrupulous dragons to use their children in this way, to raise them, to turn them into assets.
Well, I realize now that's what he was attempting to do with me.
Yes. This mission you were sent on, had you succeeded and brought it back to him, there likely would have been further rewards for similar work. Build you up slowly, break you, this is very common, they break you down, render you until you think that you have little value, and then slowly and surely build you back up until you are dependent on their support. I imagine that this sibling, think of them almost like an addict, fulfilling this task for your father. It will have a great pull for them.
It doesn't seem like they know what happened. That they think they can just pick up the item.
Yes, that is true. I suppose it will depend on what kind of person this sibling is. Are they the type to, when they realize that the crown still cannot be separated from you, will they kill you and take it? Will they knock you unconscious and drag you back to Gildai themselves?
I'm not sure.
What I would know is I cannot expect that failure will be considered an option for them. Think of those last words there. The consequences will be severe, not just for you, but for the siblings should they fail. So expect them to be determined. Either your body, your corpse, or you unconscious and draped upon their back. One way or another, I suspect they will wish to see you brought back to your father.
Okay. Well, how do we meet this person on the road? We need to... They can't reach Ashen Rest. They can't find us in Kilscaris. Wherever we end up...
This is difficult, yes. There is also the matter that if I help you too much, I would be attacking a member of a rather powerful gold dragon host that is very different and has far, far-reaching political consequences. It is one thing for me to offer you guidance and assistance. It is in another entirely were I to raise a claw against Organis' own blood.
Guidance would be great.
I can begin to look into these Dragonborn, see if there are sources of information that may give us clues as to who they are. I can also arrange for sensors that will keep an eye on the city gates. Clandestine, of course. None but us can know about this. That is as much as I can think of for now. But should you think of some way that I can assist you, I do not want this servant of Organis to enter this city. I do not want them to put the people of Ashen's Rest or my father at risk. If your plan is to meet them on the road and deal with them, I would encourage it.
That is the idea. We can't have them encountering us within the city, making a big scene, and then, scions forbid, attempt to remove the crown steel.
Yes.
Especially in the middle of the city. So that's the plan right now. Meet them on the road, no one else around, and talk it out.
I can send
Brother to brother.
agents to keep an eye on the road. I will not be able to tell them exactly what, but they can inform me if a traveler, a gold dragonborn from Gildai, is traveling the road. But this will take time. I cannot promise quick answers to any of this. If I knew more, I could attempt to scry on them, as I have attempted on you and many others, but without any information, a description, a name, without anything,
Does this letter work?
If that was sent by your father, I could use it perhaps to scry on your father, but not on the sibling. And even then, your father is no fool. I can't imagine that his palace is not the same wards and guards as we have here in the Dominus Ignarum that prevent such scrying. Many dragons, especially the golds, are rather paranoid with such matters.
Could the scrying spell be reworked in some way, in that it can track anyone within a bloodline?
Prone to failure, complications, but it is possible. May not have the same desired results as the scrying spell, reveal a visual or an auditory response, but perhaps something could be worked, yes. I would need blood from yourself.
From this arm, I presume, not...
Yes, it would need to be untainted blood.
Thank you. Well, if there is a way to manipulate that spell in such a way to get more information, then it's blood I give willingly.
I can try. I make no promises of its results, but perhaps it will yield something. Come here, and he will send an unseen servant to fetch a large silvered bowl from some sort of side table.
It's a big bowl.
How much blood are we talking here?
What do we...
It would need to be significant.
Oh, good. Ophelia, maybe you can do this as well. You're good with blood.
Oh yes, I'll help you, no problem.
This giant clawed hand will sort of engulf around your wrist.
Just don't look.
As you watch as a long, razor-sharp
Don't look.
talon sort of extends from Lord Obsidius.
I'm gonna
Look at
go
Gruff.
behind Xantheus and start preparing healing spells. Like, yeah.
And he drags it along the vein as blood begins to gush out. I'm just going to roll some damage.
Yeah.
And this is how much. And can I have a Constitution saving throw from you as
Constitution.
well, please?
Okay, I'm good with Constitution.
Let's do D10s.
Okie doke. Okie doke. 22.
22. So it is going to be 22 points of necrotic damage to represent the blood loss, but you don't gain any exhaustion from this.
Okay.
That was what the con save was for. There is significant amounts of blood.
It's like a really long, drawn-out process.
And like this is not like a blood test. This is like it.
I need to sit down.
It needs to fill the bowl to the point where, like a scrying spell would, is enough to be visually peered into. It needs to be thick and deep enough for it to almost be like a bowl of water.
Yeah,
and
whichever
so you
hand
see, like,
is not being bled, I guess you're behind. I'm like really gripped into your fur with that as well.
And I think as well, in another paw, maybe I'd cast elementalism just to like have a cool paw, like
Oh, yeah.
on the back of your neck, just like trying to kind
Ease
of
it.
help. And I'd just be talking to you and just be like,
Sure.
just nonsense, but just talking to you.
When you see that Xantheus does go quite pale, but is staying together, you do feel quite lightheaded, Xantheus. You feel dizzy, but eventually, Obsidius is like, that is enough. Here, you may heal him. Gruff.
I will cast Cure Wounds at level 3.
That will seal the wound. And you that weakness doesn't go away, but that con save means you sort of quickly begin to recover.
Yeah. Still groggy.
There is a
now
moment of
and
silence, and then you see Obsidius will ring a small bell, and the kobolds hurry out again, and he's like, food and replenishment, perhaps some tea for Xantheus, and they'll rush off, and they start bringing you like sugary tea and like like some snacks like kind of choritos and things like that, like things to
hell yes.
replenish that blood, or to help you
Feeling
kind of
okay,
like.
boyo?
I feel okay. Yes, if you have enough. I realise that what I'm asking is not a traditional casting of the spell, but if
I
there's-
enjoy the challenge of reworking magics.
if there's any assistance I can give as well. I know my magical ability pales in comparison, but
If you are willing to be something of a student and learn, I would be willing to teach.
I'm willing to learn.
Very well.
At least to assist with this, at the very least.
Very well. Well, for now, rest. I will cast, and he casts a spell on the blood. That I think Ophelia. This is not an Ossian spell, but you recognize.
Oh,
it,
interesting.
Where he basically casts a version of gentle repose to keep the blood fresh, so it won't congeal and it won't spoil. And he casts that on the bowl to keep the blood fresh. This will keep for some time now.
Okay.
Interesting variant of that spell.
Yes, of course, that would make sense that the mages of Osseous in your House of Blood, was
Yes.
it? Yes, it would make sense that you would know this well. This will keep
House of Horrors, yes.
That's one.
this will keep the blood from spoiling, which will give us some time. For now, you should rest, Xantheus. You will be weakened from this. Even if you do seem to be holding up rather well, but I will not pressure you.
Thank you.
We have some time here, I think, provided there is no magical aid in traveling here. I can't imagine that even if they were sent at the same time as a courier, somebody on land versus one of the couriers' guilds. No. We have time, I think.
I've been sending Sarah on a scout and she's reported nothing so far.
Yes, I can't imagine that this will come into effect for a few days at least. But I will send out my agents as well. They can travel further out than perhaps Seren can.
Also, you can tell us if you hear anything, because then you can message Xantheus and tell him things.
Yes, I will keep a sending spell prepared to send word to you if
Thank
anything
you.
else.
And
Perhaps I should also, yes, he'll go over to his sort of scroll collection and will pluck one and will hand it to you, Xantheus. A sending scroll of your own in case you need to send word to me.
wonderful. Yes, okay. Good.
In case you learn anything that is pertinent and you do not have the time to travel here.
Understood.
Our plans are to go to Kilscaris soon. Just to inform you,
Very well.
Ophelia has some business and Gruff has some quests to do there, so we won't be in the city for a little bit, but
Inform me when you intend to leave. I will keep an eye on things. Kalskaris is, well, many things, many stories begin and end there. Do be careful. But I will keep an eye. Very well. Have you heard back from your contact on these other essences?
Not yet, no.
you might have some progress.
Sorry.
on
Yes,
one.
I've been working on. I don't know if you recall that gun that we recovered from the battle in Ashen's Rest. I've been working on a way to dismantle it and recover just the pure essence from that.
Impressive.
Still not complete just yet, but
Impressive.
that's one more to add to the collection.
Yes, good, good. Well then, I think for now, Xantheus, best you rest and consider this. I will make the appropriate arrangements to send out my agents and perhaps work on this scry. Begin at least theorizing this variant of scrying spells.
Thank you for your assistance once again. Hopefully next time, good news.
Yes, that would make a nice change of pace.
I know.
And still, we are bound in this together now. I help you to help myself, my father, my family.
And because you kind of like some of us a little bit now, even if Xantheus keeps causing trouble.
Yes,
Keep
if
causing-
you wish to see it that way.
By
Daisy.
accident.
Yeah.
I would not rob you of this
Friendship.
thought. But yes,
We'll get there.
very well. Good luck.
Great. Thank you.
Good.
Bye.
You see he kind of carries the bowl back to a place and begins to sort of start going through his books, like, yeah, it's like... Vampire! Vampire.
You did really well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Xantheus, I must commend you on your honesty with Lord Obsidian. And you called him Lord Obsidian.
You've come a long
You
way.
think he deserves it, unfortunately.
But have you seen how opening up a little bit, we have another ally?
He
Yes.
didn't get angry once.
But remember, there's only so many people I can open up to about this.
No, but I just, commend you.
Thank you.
I think we should keep it to the people that know now and add no more to the list.
I know that Obsidius is on our side and has been doing very, very good work assisting this.
And he's our friend.
And he's our friend. Maybe. Hopefully.
I feel the need to be his friend and impress him because he terrifies me if we're not friends.
Right, yes.
Understandable, yes.
That's how I feel about Ophelia.
Understandable, yes.
Blackwing called for us.
Yeah, I think it would be rude to keep them waiting.
Okay. Blackwing next. Oh, just a list of chores. It was such a nice chill 2 weeks, remember?
Wasn't it lovely?
Oh,
A
wave
little
me.
downtime.
Wave
Lovely
me.
little time.
I dare say we
You-
probably could have time to go to the House of Rose for a quick dip.
Yes, we could do.
Someone's
You've
addicted.
become very fond of that place.
I like the way they do my hair.
You
How
look
about we
good
do
with
that?
Very well.
Remember the first time Gruff didn't want
They
anyone
put
to
some new oils in it. I was waiting for you to notice.
Oh, we noticed. We noticed.
Oh, is that
You do look
oil
resplendent.
in your hair?
Resplendent? Maybe not the right word. Handsome?
You flatterer.
I know.
So yeah, so is the plan you want to swing by? I mean, you basically have free access
Oh, no,
to
at
that
the end
place.
of the day.
At the end of the
We've
day. Sure,
got
sure, sure.
tea
At the very
first.
least, before we go
Well,
to
at the very end
Coscar's.
of I believe that there's a certain sermon at the end.
Oh, that's true.
Well, I've got a good look good for the
If
sermon.
desired. But you make your way out into the Riverside District and the familiar site of Ravenspire Tower. And once again, as you approach what is a distance appears to be a barren, sort of closed wall, as you draw closer, an ornate silvery door begins to form. And you step inside. You can see that dozens of corvids and ravens on all the buildings nearby are watching you very closely as you approach. And then once you feel that kind of sudden sucking sensation of being pulled somewhere.
Oh, there it is again.
Yeah.
Resist.
Oh.
You're not in
The great
Hatfield's.
sock.
No, this is not Hatfield's
You
face.
feel yourselves pulled dramatically through time through space as you emerge into the kind of beautiful antechamber once again. The calm, silvery light, the deep blues, the blacks of this spiral staircase kind of leading up this kind of ornate, almost flowing like water silver. Around there are various chairs and lounges and chaise-longs. And waiting for you, uncharacteristically, actually waiting for you on the lower level, not descending from above. You can see working on a painting this time down the lower floor, an easel, and they are painting this scene of an incredible city that appears to be carved from an enormous tree. The top end, the upper part of the city almost begins in the tree itself, and then it pulls out, and then it becomes part of the grounds, the roots of that, where the tree meets the land. And you can see that from the tree, silver streams of saps, almost like rivers, flow out. Little bridges and canals forming amongst the city. And it's painted in these beautiful twilight hues. As Blackwing, the elf, stands there finishing up, and almost perfectly timed that as soon as you sort of overcome that initial transportation and you sort of gather your senses and look, that is the final brush stroke. The paint is laid down. Blackwing turns, revealing the painting to you all. They are once again in this very androgynous, tall, thin-like frame, high cheekbones, elongated ears, and then black hair spilling down around them. Ah, my friends, you received my summons. Welcome. Food and drink freely offered, if you desire it.
Thank
Very
you.
kind.
Thank you.
Your painting looks beautiful.
Thank you, Daisy. You have an artistic soul, and I am glad you appreciate it. Painting was a small joy of mine back home, and I have thought of home much of late. You see them looking at this city very fondly. In fact, it is why I have asked you here, for a favor is owed, and a favor I require.
Rowan's mouth is stuffed with food.
Trying to recall what the offer was to begin with. Like, what was it because they did a lot for us. What was the one thing that was like, this requires a favor?
I can't actually remember, but I remember not realizing that I had asked for it in the first place.
Yeah.
And them saying, you now owe me. And I was like, no. Didn't
That's
want
how they
a
get
thing
you.
for free.
That's how they get you.
It's damn Faye.
Can't
Read the
trust
fine
the
print.
Fae.
Yeah. You bitch.
Oh my gosh.
And you, Daisy, you also remember that there was a sense of magic in the air when Blackwing said that. Like, this is not like, oh yeah, just do me a favor. Like, there was something that happened.
Favor.
What is it that you need from us?
I have felt strange since you came to Ashen Rest, since you spoke and the events of the Lamplighters Guild and many other things. I cared so little for this place and the people here before you arrived. Now I find myself... I am nostalgic and I want more than to be apathetic. I wish to feel the joy of life as I once did.
That is wonderful to hear, Blackwing. I
am pleased.
That's a good start. Maybe, perhaps being cooped up in this tower is...
That will be a part of it. But I am not ready to... I do not wish to integrate more with your world, with this Altheya.
without a few remnants of my past life. You know that 3 centuries ago, we elves were forced to flee the Feywield when we were betrayed. I was forced to flee in a hurry, swiftly, and I left much behind in my home. I was able to rebuild here, but I yearn for some of the things, nothing of great import to anyone but myself, but things that I left behind, I miss them. So I would ask you, especially one with skills such as yours, Daisy Thistleheart, who can move quietly and be unseen, who can acquire things. Were you not a good friend, and we were not in such good company, perhaps one might use the word burglar. But you are not such a thief, but skilled at such skills. I would ask you to travel to my home in the city of Vathalion in the Feywield.
Can you spell that, please?
Vathalien. Vathalion.
Italian, right. In
The Feywield.
Oh, good.
To
and
seek my home and recover 3 things of mine. You are welcome to anything else that you find in my old home. There will be trinkets of magical nature, valuables, many such things.
Things with essences.
yes.
You would be most welcome to them, and I will give you the keys and tokens necessary to ensure my guardians and wards do not hamper you. But it would be too dangerous for me specifically to return to my home. My magic, my presence would be, well, very swiftly discovered. So I must send those who would be unexpected to retrieve these things for me.
Magically inferior, I think is what...
That's yes, but
Yes.
our presence in the Feywild, would that not cause alarm?
Perhaps if you are caught or seen, or if you do not have
That's-
the magic to disguise yourselves.
Disguise. Yes. Okay. Yes. Understood. And
But you are clever, and you are cunning and swift.
Yeah, and really stealthy. You wouldn't expect it of Rowan, but when he wants to.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I see much of you, Rowan.
Oh.
They just
Did I put clothes on
staring
today?
at you.
Okay, what are the things you need us to
Yes.
collect?
They will have no value to you, but there is a folio of my artwork in my study. A jewelry box. It is in the shape of an everbloom in the bedroom.
What's an everbloom?
A flower.
Okay.
You will know it when you see it.
Okay, thank you.
And just a simple woven blanket from my sitting room. They bear strong memories for me. You can see that there is a sad, a deep melancholy speaking about these things.
Well, I think it's really nice that you want to bring some of these items here.
Yes.
Hopefully that would make you feel a bit less homesick.
Yes, that is my hope as well, Daisy Thistleheart. When we fled, I took what I thought I would need, weapons, my spellbook, things that would aid me, but I did not think of such personal effects as being important at the time. But now they are all I have left of very different life.
and I would dearly like to see them again. This is what I ask, and in return, the favor will be complete. And as I said, you are welcome to anything else you find within my home that you would like to take.
Understood. If recovering these also eases the sorrow in your hearts, then we're more than happy to accept, right?
Thank you.
That would be our pleasure. We don't want you to be sad.
No. What's the status of your previous residence, though?
Wise questions, Xantheus. The city of Vathalion was taken by the Unseelie Court, who now control it. As I understand, there are still many Fae, elves, and others who work there as laborers, who serve as citizens, but the regime is cruel. I believe that one of the 9 hag queens has taken up her residence in the old palace, and now commands her own army to patrol its streets and enforce her laws. What has happened to the city, to the people, to the Feywield itself, I cannot say. I dare not even look into that place, for to do so would, I think, break my heart. What I could offer is to open a portal that will take you to a place near to the city, a road called the Lightless Trail. It was once a path of some secrecy used by many elves to come and go. I cannot promise it will not have patrols or guards, but it should be the safest and most secret entry into the city itself. And to return, you see that they sort of open up their hand, a small figurine of a raven. And he will hand it to you, Daisy. Activate this, and it will send word to me that you are ready to return.
And that return, is that an instant?
It would take a little time.
Understood.
How long?
Not long.
Not long?
A minute, perhaps less. But it will take time for the magic to work from this side. My home you will find on the dusk side of the city, in an area called the Tapestry. It is where many of the weavers and mages resided.
Dusk side. Okay.
What contact I have had with other Fae and elves, there is talk that scattered throughout the Feywield, there are still elves and others who resist the Unseelie Court, the hags and the Formians. Resistances of different names and types, but if you were to find them, they perhaps could offer you some assistance. They are friends of mortal kind, and also those who are friends of true elves.
Okay.
Show them my statue, and they will know of whom you seek, of whom you work for.
Right. Well, sounds like a very important task.
Yes. Yes. Disguises first and foremost. What would you suggest that we disguise ourselves as when entering
Creatures
this
of the
place?
Fey realm.
What such creatures would those be?
Yeah.
Elves, centaurs, satyr, sprites, dryads.
Animals?
Many animals, yes, many animals are present within the Feywield.
Hello.
I would caution you.
Hi, Rowan.
Hello. I would caution you one thing. If you have the magic of illusion to disguise yourselves, this will be effective against the common soldier, the slow of mind and low. But noble Unseelie, hags, and the more powerful Fae, they have the power to see through lies and illusions. It will not hold up against them. So be cautious.
We'll be stealthy. We'll get in quick, get out quick. Right?
I mean, hopefully, yeah.
I think we're gonna have to follow your lead on this one.
What?
Yeah. This is more your wheelhouse. Not as a
Yes,
burglar.
Rowan.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you have any of your wonderful artworks of creatures from your home?
I sadly do not here. I could provide some simple sketches for you, but I do not have any here specifically.
Okay.
Is there something you are looking for in particular?
Oh, just for inspiration.
Blackwing sort of gestures and from the paint palette that they are currently holding, you see colors swirl up into the air and very simple sketch outlines sort of form in the air with magic because they'll use minor illusion effectively. And they create the images of fey creatures. You see satyr, little goat-legged, horse-eared, horse-tailed little people about the same height as a halfling, maybe, or just maybe a little taller, wearing simple clothing, playing flutes and instruments and dancing and capering around. Nope, that's a centaur.
Oh.
They have like just
Are they better than
just
Mr.
the lower
Tumnus?
legs. Yeah, it'd be better than that. Yeah, Mr. Tumnus kind
Yeah.
of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
satyr. You would see centaurs. You would see pixies, which you have encountered before. Elves, elves like Blackwing and many others. Sort of any sort of fey creature, dryads, like people, like literal plant and sort of, tree people. Animals. The animals, when you see the animals, we're kind of talking a bit more kind of Ghibli Princess Mononoke, like deers that have too many antlers,
Right.
or they're bigger than that natural, boars that are the sizes of horses and wolves, that are enormous, The Fey-wheeled creatures tend to be larger and more prominent. So you see these
More
kind of sketches.
so that we have a better chance of disguising as something
Sure.
Correctly, yeah.
more
Yeah.
accurate.
I completely forgot that we did actually, after the Proto Magi Vault, met a load of
Faye, yeah.
Fey people.
Yeah, one of them a favour.
Yeah, that's
Fey.
And I think they would definitely have they would almost look like elves, but with these kind of animal traits or masks and things like that.
Okay. Cool.
I'm going to be a Mothman.
You do that, Rowan. You do that.
Is that common?
A
In the
moth
Fae?
person?
Yes, a person that looks like a moth.
A person or an elf who has moth-like traits? Yes, I think that would not be uncommon.
We met one.
They're so fuzzy.
Yeah. You can do that if you want.
Spider one as well. We saw the spidery one, didn't
You
we?
can be the
You have
spider.
met more of my kin.
Yes, we did. Yes, quite a talented tailor.
Elves, we are a broad people of many kinds. Not all of us are connected to animals and insects. Some are simply perhaps more related to a concept or to feelings, emotions. But many of us enjoy the company of beasts of a certain kind. Corvids have always been a particular favorite of mine. And one of these way too big ravens kind of lands on Blackwing's outstretched arm, places it on their shoulder.
I thought it was just going to be like, "Roar." It was way too big. Caw-caw.
Caw, caw.
It's like that, natural animal habitats.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I love that channel.
It's gone from my head now. More pancake for me, mother. That one. Anyway. Mouth. Yes. I think we just need to make some very basic preparations. Maybe look into
That's
some
fine.
gaining some scrolls, perhaps.
Disguise.
Disguise for starters. Yes, I can disguise myself, but I can't disguise the whole party. There are some spells that will help us with stealth as well. Maybe we can find some
well.
scrolls for that.
I ask that you be swift, but make your preparations as needed.
Wonderful. Preparation.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
A favor for a favor.
Indeed. This is the law. Be cautious should you encounter any of the unseelie. Watch their words, especially those of the hag queens, if you were to encounter them or others. As you have seen, a bargain made with an elf, even one separated from the Fey-wheeled, can have far-reaching power and consequences, especially one well-versed in the weave as I.
So do be cautious. Do not take what is not freely given. If something is offered, ensure you ask of its price and many other such details.
Can't haggle with a hag.
No, you're right, Ron. You're right. You're right.
I shall leave you to your preparation.
And with that, I'm leaving.
Get out of my house.
Get out.
Okay.
But yeah. So with that in mind, if you return to Blackwing, they will be able to send you on your way.
Yeah, I think there's just a couple of things, or at least in Xantheus' mind, of trying to procure some scrolls for some
Yeah,
spells
I
that
think
are
we need to
useful.
do some
Very
prep.
doable. Very doable.
I,
So what I would recommend is have a think about what you would like. We won't fully role play the shopping.
Sure.
Just tell me in between sessions what you would like. We'll price that up, and then you can go in with, say, a couple of scrolls of disguise self or whatever you're looking for.
Pass without trace.
Yeah.
I've got that.
Yeah.
You've got it.
I can cast it.
Yeah.
Great. I'll go back to
Remember, pass without trace is very good for stealthing, as long as you are not obviously visible. Like it's
Yeah.
good when you have cover and things. It doesn't make you invisible.
No, it's just a good bonus.
And also, if you are spotted and you are not Fey, you are going to stand out. So having some sort of disguise to disguise yourself as Fey beings, if you need to speak to somebody, or if you need to appear or do something like that, it's just something worth keeping in mind.
Yeah. And while we're at it, get me some Fey essence as well.
Yeah.
How hard can that be in the Fey world?
Blackwing is a weaver or a mage.
Yeah.
It is inconceivable that their house would not have a direct Fey essence that you can just use as is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Afriti gauntlet. It will be some sort of item or substance, a crystallized form of magic or something like that that will have the essence of the Fey world. It would be, you are almost certain that Blackwing will have something like that in their former home.
does the little crow guy, is that a fey? Does he
Won't count as an essence. No.
Okay.
No, so that's just a sort of an enchanted item. It's like a magic, but an essence is something different. Like an essence isn't just a magic item. It is a very condensed sort of manifestation of a plane's being, basically.
Yeah.
So normally it's like either a naturally occurring thing, or it is from a specific creature. Like the Afriti gauntlet is like from a powerful Afriti, which is a fire elemental, basically. So it has to basically be something like naturally occurring. A magic item just isn't going to cut it on its own.
Okay.
Hell yeah. And then
Sweet. Good.
Team Daisy go in and 4 of us stand completely still while Daisy does all the stuff.
Well,
we
this
don't
is
get.
going to be a big city. This is not going to be like you guys just wait outside the city unless you want to leave poor Daisy on her own.
We can stay in a tower, I think,
And,
and
she
then
died.
Oh right, okay, just
Daisy,
solo
yeah.
mission from
We
poor
can just
Daisy.
scry, right?
yeah, we'll just follow you
You could just stay here forever, Xantheus.
We need a bowl of blood.
in here.
Yeah, you don't can't get you here.
That's true. I could just escape to the Feywild.
If you don't come with me, you ain't getting essences. How about that?
I'll go with you.
All right. Well, with that, we will have to leave things there as the end of the episode.
Yes.
We will get to sermon next time.
Oh yeah.
Set that up. And yeah, let me know your preparations because I would like to basically do sermon next week and then ideally jump straight into this.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I think it's just a couple of spell scrolls, maybe, unless it's more.
Seems too
We just need to
simple.
figure out
It's gotta be-
disguises.
Sure.
Yes.
It's gonna be a, oh yeah, it's
gotta
gonna
be a
We're gonna fuck it up somehow.
I mean, it's stealth, so we're gonna fuck it up.
Teleport in, stand on a twig. Everyone's like,
Who's it?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, and again, remember, just like alerting one group of guards isn't necessarily going to throw you off. It might put some people on alert and stuff.
Alert one group of guards, kill them. Alert a second group of guards, kill them.
Fall over in a shower block.
Do not. I never want to talk about that again. With that, dear friends, it is time to end the episode. Thank you so much
right.
for joining us. We will see you next week for a regular episode. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
See you next time. Bye bye. Bye bye.